Hello.
Hello, everyone. How are we today? Let me.
I'm doing pretty good,
Yeah,
personally.
it's good. Yeah.
Right, it's a
Good.
D&D day.
It's
It's
a D&D day. It's always a good day on D&D days, right?
yippee. I love
Yeah.
having jury duty.
Yippee! Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, I get out of that because I'm disabled.
I would say it must be nice, but the disabled part is probably not nice. um, well, aside from me having jury duty and me being tired, um, welcome back to ElderRoles, TheVoidProphecy. For those who don't know, I'm Shade, the streamer.
Shade.
Hmm?
You might want to take a look at the stream. You're getting infinite windows.
Am I? Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's on the fucking wrong thing. Oh boy. Thank you.
That's okay. We're professionals.
This is proving the fact that we're professionals because this is supposed to be the game map window, but it's not.
Nope,
you-
instead we're chat and ourselves are all seeing each other in perpetuity. Kind of like 2001 A Space Odyssey, looking into the void.
Alright, so now it's the Shivering Isles. Sorry about that.
Hey.
Thank you, Soul.
There we go.
So, as I was saying, hi, my name is Shade. For those who don't know, I'm the streamer, and I am one of the hosts for this lovely game we're having. Then there is Soul, our lovely DM, the co-host of this stream.
Hello, I am Soul. I DM and I voice act horribly. Get ready for my terrible impression of Sheogorath. But, that's how it is. I do my best, and I pretty much sound the same across the board. But it's okay. My heart is in it. That's all that matters.
That is
That-
all that matters.
Yes. That being said, if you guys are interested in joining, we do have a server where we are all on, and where voice chat is currently active at, if you're interested. It is called Esper. It is dedicated to my D&D games and to the tabletop Elder Scrolls tabletop system I am developing called the Elder Scrolls Prophecies role-playing game. If you're interested in involving yourself in testing that out or hearing about it or just even talking to us, you could come and join us on that server, in which Shade will post the link because he still refuses to make me a mod on his channel. It's going to be a joke at some point, 20 years down the line. Why am I not a mod yet?
Shut up, Grandma. Drink your prune juice.
As I took a drink of eggnog, that's hilarious.
Oh my god. But yeah, you guys should definitely join the Esper server. We're here. We're Soul and her fellow friend are both developing Esper as a game. It's still currently in alpha. They're still doing testing, but we would love to have you for both testing or chatting. So please do join the Discord if you are interested in becoming a part of this community that we're making. Other than that, other announcements that I personally have, not related to me, but just the game overall. You guys may have seen that my my little picture of Taliesin on the starting soon screen. See how pretty it is. That it's a commission done by someone I very much enjoy getting art from of my characters, and he does fantastic Elder Scrolls art. His name is Legion Attack 13 on Twitter, or just Legion Attack. He's a fantastic artist, and I fully support him. And I asked him if it's okay if I can advert him on my channel, and he said that's awesome. But do go check him out. I'll again post his @ in Twitter in the chat for you all to see. Please go check out his art. Some of it is adult, some of it is also PG. Just keep that in mind because he does multiple, but nothing too brazen or outlandish. But it's very good. Another artist I want to plug is at DHigh. You'll probably see another art piece, probably posted up on Twitter soon, of Talzin's quote-unquote character reference sheet. They're also very nice artists, very sweet to me. Brazilian, has always been extremely helpful and forthcoming with commissions. So please do also check them out on Twitter as well. It is at DHigh on Twitter. So, quickly going back to Esper, if you want to talk a little more about Esper Soul, just as a refresher for anyone who might be new. Soul is dead.
I think the cat's got her mic.
I had cat aggro.
Aha!
Cat aggro, yes. But Esper is a 2d20 gridless combat system in the vein of GURPS, Pathfinder, and Fate. It allows you to freeform make your character however you wish, and allows you to play the game however you wish. You can be a wizard that wields a great axe and only does like ward spells if you so want, or you could be a barbarian that just looks big and imposing and then just suddenly throws out like a firestorm spell just to scare the shit out of everybody, because that's great. Build how you want. It's a great time. Just imagine Tiny throwing out a firestorm spell, and that'll give you an idea of what I mean.
I don't want to imagine that. He has too much power already.
Yeah. That being said, I am getting very close to finishing the first run of the spells to do a combat test, and from there I will take advice on what more spells I could add to flush things out, because some of the schools are kind of skimpy, particularly the profane magic schools. We need to honor Manamarco and his realms and give him all the profane magic he fucking needs, okay? Because he's a stuck-up motherfucker.
He sure is.
That being said, are we ready to begin?
Yeah.
I'm sensing so much enthusiasm from my players right now, probably scared of what Sheogorath is going to do. That being said, last we left off, the party had arrived in Apocrypha and was promptly escorted to a hovel in the side of a hill by a little watchling named Scroot. There the party was left to study for a few hours on a selection of curated books that they learned about the Daedric princes they face, as well as their champions and their artifacts. When the studying was done, they did meet with Hermaeus Mora, where the group was tasked to go and save Eilhorn, Glarier's uncle, in Hermaeus Mora's personal forbidden library, and possibly save what they can. When they got there, it was clear the library was a complete loss, but they did manage to chase what they thought was the culprit through the tower, up into the top of the spire. There they killed the creature and saved Glarier's uncle. And when they returned to the bottom of the library, they found a Dunmer, Vermina's champion, leaving with a scroll and a few glyphs and books in hand, revealing to them who the true culprit to the burning of Hermaeus Mora's forbidden library. After filling Hermaeus Mora in, the party rested and moved on to the next realm, gaining the Prince of Fate's help. When they used the amulet of Planeswalk again, they were thrown off course, mid-travel twice. Not once, but twice. Missing their target of Moonshadow, and then again when they were about to be pinged to a different realm. As a result, they found themselves in what would be considered Tamriel by the looks of it, until they were greeted by an older-looking Imperial man named Haskell, claiming to be the Chamberlain of Sheogorath, the Prince of Madness, and that he was waiting for the party. And this is where we pick up as the party trudges through boggy swamps filled with a mixture of leafless trees and mushrooms onto a road leading toward what appears to be a city in the center of the island. And the floor is yours.
Talzin's gonna look to Farron. This kind of looks like Morrowind. He points at the mushrooms.
Morrowind isn't the only place where giant mushrooms exist, you know.
Really? Do
Racist.
tell.
I mean, I've never been, but have you been to Black Marsh?
Once. I don't think it's very hospitable to our kind, as in non-Argonians. So...
That fits.
Perception check. Oh boy.
No, that's for Tiny,
Okay, good.
because he's looking out. Everything looks fine. This place really does look like Tamriel. It's throwing you off really bad. You're like, wait, am I in Black Marsh or am I in Morrowind? This is confusing.
Oh, look, Farron, the bigger mushrooms I've seen were definitely in Morrowind. Black Marsh just has mostly bogs, from what we saw. Because it was right before we actually found you in Breville that we were in Black Marsh. We were in Hellstrom. Bloody
Yeah,
time that was.
you had just left Black Marsh at the time.
Well, there's no place in Morrowind I've ever been, so...
Alright, well. Kind of actually, now that I think about it, now that you mention it.
Not ashy
Talzin,
enough anyway.
Talzin actually does look around to see if it's, like, also swampy where they're walking.
In places, it's swampy.
But, like, it's definitely, like, the fungi that are big in the area, they definitely look like more alien than anything else.
Yeah, they kind of look like Morrowind's giant mushrooms, but a little bit warped, you know? A little bit crazy looking.
Most of
For lack
Morrowind
of
is
a better
a
term.
friggin' wasteland right now.
It's less of a wasteland than some of the places you've been in, Oblivion.
Definitely.
Lyra. Me llamo Alira?
Donde está biblioteca?
Say that, but she would ask that. Unironic.
What's funny is, ever since that session, I had started learning Spanish, so I kind of know what he's saying.
That was Portuguese.
No, biblioteca is library
No,
in Spanish.
I'm saying Argonians are Portuguese.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. That's why they look
Oh,
like
you're
they're weird.
speaking Spanish to him.
Fun fact, biblioteca is library in multiple languages.
English is the weird one.
Mm-hmm. Apparently it's a library in Russian too, but that's beside the point. So I suppose while they're walking, Talzin's obviously looking at not Tamriel. He's gonna look towards this man, this Haskell dude. Like he's gonna like stroll up to him a bit.
He's just standing straight, looking prim and proper with his hands behind his back. Almost like a proper butler you would see in your father's own house.
That makes sense. So Haskell, was it?
Yes, sir, it is Haskell.
Right. So you said that Sheogorath was expecting us.
expects everything and nothing at the same time. That and he knew you were in Oblivion. Word spreads quickly.
I see. Look, does he talk to the other princes? Does he just find out? I'm still trying to get used to how Oblivion works.
Occasionally, he will talk to other princes. There's really only one he talks on a regular basis these days.
And that would be?
You would not believe me if I told you.
Trust me, we've been through a lot these past couple months that anything at this point is about believable.
He gets visits often from Jigalag.
This is something that we know now, right?
Yeah,
We-
Meridia
we were
did
told.
kind of hint in on that. Is that the only one that guy talks to is Jigalag?
Oh, I mean, that makes sense considering the events that surrounds his, well, old version of him and new version of him. A bit more study than you think, Mr. Haskell.
Sorry, I'm having cat and dog aggro. My dog has been a butt today, and she's been chasing the cat.
And then these two
You stop that.
animals just appear in front of God for some reason.
Yep.
Damn
And the
creatures.
dog starts talking.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? I got a Boston accent because I don't know what actual accent that Barbus has, so it's gonna be Boston.
It's me, Barbus! It's me, Skyrim Barbus!
I feel somewhat offended. Hey, you doing, champ? Me, Bobs.
What, he's gonna sound like Mort now?
Bruh,
What's in you, Shape?
I'm gonna fucking strangle you.
Yes, well, the events surrounding the Master and his friend is quite well known in Oblivion, to the detriment of some princes and to the joy of others.
Joy? Who finds joy in it?
Sanguine.
Is that all he says?
Yeah. Everybody else hates it. Sanguine's like, hey, this is cool. Party time.
He did feature on Sheo's EP.
Mm-hmm.
Taliesin just waits for Haskell to go on. And then after he doesn't, he's just like, is that it?
Unfortunately.
Oh. Right. Well, we don't want to particularly... Well, I suppose you'll probably know since you seem to be his servant of sorts, so I'll just probably...
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain. Apologies. Just the attire definitely reminds me of back home. He straightens himself up a bit.
It does. His outfit currently does look a little bit like a Breton style manservant's outfit, rather than what you would have seen in like Oblivion or in ESO. It looks like it's changed a little bit. On purpose, a bit of familiarity for the Master.
Oh yes, we did hear that it's not the original Sheogorath after all, right? It's
No, it is not, but I serve him all the same.
well, that'll be a bit interesting.
To you mortals, it has not changed for me. He mantled the mad god, and he became him.
It actually brings a very important question, since you are his chamberlain. How exactly does this mantling stuff work?
I am not at liberty to say. Meaning I literally cannot say.
I was about to say insight, but then he says that. Okay.
Yeah, he literally cannot say. Because, like, you have previously discovered that, like, any knowledge of Manamarco's mantling of becoming a new Daedric prince has been erased. You can only assume that any efforts of a mortal mantling godhood would have been erased to prevent it from being replicated too often. Because, like, you think back on it, there's no role required for this, is that there's been nothing recorded as to how Tiber Septim became Talos. You haven't heard how Manamarco became a Daedric prince, and you have no idea how this little Breton woman became the Mad God. It's gone, erased. Each time it happens, it's completely erased.
Interesting. Huh.
And Glarier has stated that in his last stream, Manamarco invaded, is that whatever he used to mantle godhood, he had his mortal body destroy. Because his mortal / lich body was left behind. Because technically at that point he was undead. He was a lich, so...
You can't really be immortal if you're a lich.
Yeah, that couldn't, like, follow him into godhood, so it was just an empty shell at that point. That's why the Oblivion Manamarco looks so weird.
I was always more into the headcanon that it's just a cosplayer.
Oh my god, yeah, he's like, hey, yo, I don't want to die, and I just kind of became a god, so why don't you pretend you're me and go die?
It would be really funny.
Yeah.
He just pulled up, well, actually.
No. Yeah. A really shitty cosplayer. He didn't even get the outfit right. It's like, oh, well, it's vaguely black. I guess that's fine, right?
I didn't know that was the case. I have to keep that in mind before I ask a repeated question.
That is fair. He does not like questions being repeated. And he leads you
Also-
inside the city that looks like it's bisected in two. One side looks very vibrant and bright and seems to be full of life. And the other half is kind of dour and gothic and murky looking. And it's bisected straight down the center. Even the cobblestone street you were walking on is bisected in bright and clean and vibrant and gothic and dour.
What in Oblivion? He like looks at the ground.
Welcome to the Shivering Isles. One half is called Mania and emotions to the bright vibrant side, and the other half is Dementia, the emotions to the dour side.
Taliesin looks to Alira. Aren't those conditions of the mind?
They are. I feel like she would know that, babe. Do they teach mental health in this school?
Look,
Good.
mental health in Tamriel is only slightly better than mental health in America.
Jesus.
In which they actually have some place to go that is where they're cared for, aka the Shivering Isles. So
Man.
Those
Uh-oh.
those are conditions of the mind, if I recall correctly.
they are. and you see its physical manifestation represented before you in the Shivering Isles and here in New Sheogorath.
New Sheogorath. Looks around. The fact that it's an actual city in Oblivion is kind of blowing his mind.
Full of crazy people. Have fun with that.
Hell yeah.
So you're telling me this isn't the place to get bone flour?
It probably is the
Jeez.
place to get bone flour, actually. You do see like a brightly colored butterfly float by and land on a barrel.
Well, this is definitely a bit more normal than I was expecting.
You say that as a giant chicken crosses the road.
A bit.
When you say
normal.
giants,
I do mean it. There is a like on the Shivering Isles page. There is a literal picture of a giant chicken terrorizing the town.
like mammoth size, bear size.
I'm copying the picture to you guys in
Okay.
Discord now.
Before he tells us to drink water, drink water, drink water.
Why are you like this?
I'm not even kidding. It's a giant chicken.
I have to put on the true playlist.
So it's like this giant chicken that just walks across is like the size of like a mammoth.
Yeah, about.
Hey, he just
It
steps back a
stops
bit.
on the side of the road, scratches and pecks at the ground.
You know, I never really thought chickens might be bothersome, but I'm definitely seeing as to why they're little fuckers if you attack them.
Just keep it fed and it won't attack and eat the citizenry.
Eat.
Yes, that is what I said. Are you surprised by this?
I was hoping that with the giant chicken there might be a giant-sized grain, because I'm trying to humor myself from the fact that there's a giant fucking cock in the road.
You just had to phrase it like that.
Yes. A giant dick in the road, guys.
Yes.
Does Taliesin actually scream cock at the top of his lungs?
He's trying to rationalize all this, so yes.
You see here, like, throughout the mania portion of New Sheogorath, you hear a couple people shout cock at the top of their lungs.
Tiny just looks at Taliesin. Why are you playing the penis game?
He just looks at through.
No,
me.
what?
I think you would fit in with the citizenry here quite well.
What?
Can I roll a sanity point for fucking Thribby, please?
Yes.
Okay.
You're like, what? You started this game?
And now, like, half the side of Mania is, like, screaming cock at the top of their lungs.
Tiny joins in also.
Oh,
He tries
God,
to
you're
be
making-
louder than the nearest voice he hears.
You just hear somebody go, cock!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Don't blame me, you started this.
I was talking about the chicken, Thribby. It's a cock. And he points at the
Yeah?
chicken. I'm not playing the penis game, you damn fool.
Well, you said it first.
Conversation is utterly ridiculous.
Guess we'll fit right fucking in then. Scowls.
Often prophesied do. When he looks over to the dementia side, you see a dude in armor walk past.
Just like
They always do. Surprise. A surprise guest from the agent. He went nuts.
Understandable.
I mean, he had to be in like 7 places at once, so.
Yeah, that is true. He was like the major like linchpin in the whole warp in the west problem, so he probably got fractured along with time.
We got that random quest from the NPC one too many times.
Yeah. Domini too in chat asks why did the giant chicken cross the road? And the answer is to eat the citizens on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we know why the chicken crossed the road here. May as well not fuck with it now.
And he leads you up to the palace as the last vestiges of the distant yells of cock behind you sound off.
This place is going to be my home by the end of our journey.
And he opens the door, and you will be very welcome here. If you please.
Yes, of course. No,
And he steps aside to let you guys in first.
walks in.
And it is also the palace is also bisected between mania and dementia, and down at the far end is Sheogorath sitting in a throne. The throne and his clothes also bisected. Everything. At least it's the fun kind of bisected, not the kind that Manamarco does, right?
For now.
For now. Ah, welcome. Thank you, Haskell. You could go now. Yes, sir. And he walks off, bored. He's like the only sane person amongst crazy people.
So real for that.
Yeah. Welcome to my realm. And boy, have I been waiting for you to arrive.
Oh.
Please introduce yourselves. And he just kind of leans back, his arm resting on like his staff.
Okay, so quick question. When when Taliesin more so was reading the books on the princes and stuff, it mentioned that Sheogorath was mantled by a Breton woman, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Looks like Sheogorath does not look like a Breton woman at all.
What does how would you describe Sheogorath looking like specifically? Like, is he an Imperial? Is he a Breton? Is he a...
He
Oh,
looks
regular.
more imperial with the white hair that swept back. Basically, almost exactly what he looks like in Skyrim.
Okay.
Because it's only like a few years later.
Knowing that he's a prince, Taliesin will first kneel as a sign of respect. Prince Sheogorath, it is a pleasure to meet you. Taliesin Brucey is at your service.
Ah, pleasure to meet you. I do believe I have a family member of yours here.
What?
What?
Ah, no more questions. Let the rest of your friends introduce themselves, or I will spread the halls with your entrails.
That was quick.
He has a very, very shocked look on his face, and it soon twists to horror. Fucking introduce yourselves! He says through gritted teeth.
Tiny's like, he raises his hand. He's like, Derby Winfrey, but almost everyone calls me Tiny.
I can see why.
Nice shirt.
Oh, thank you, lad. I can see why they call you Tiny, though.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm Baron Silos. Nice to meet you, or whatever.
And what is your name, little miss?
Alira Millis.
Ah, Breton, I assume?
That's correct.
I was a Breton once. Fun times, fun times.
She's just nodding, her eyes still very wide, much
Like, yeah.
confused.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Now, what brings you to my realm?
Well, he stands back up.
Come on, out with it!
Sorry, just trying to reel back from the sudden threat. Anyway. So, we're here to, gain your favor, because, as you might have figured out, my lord, that, we are prophesized within a great prophecy involving Manamarco, one that...
I killed that guy!
His mortal body, he is now a Daedric prince, as you probably already know.
Terrible lot that.
Yes. And we need to get back to Tamriel, but... And then he explains basically what Meridia told them in detail.
And you need my help in order to send you back to good old Tamriel.
It would be most beneficial, considering that your influence would be significantly halted, sir.
Of course! And I may be able to get someone else in on it too! But first, a treasure hunt.
Oh no.
And maybe a party after. But first, a treasure hunt.
No. Oh god.
Well, what kind of treasure? Is it shiny?
Oh, but I need you to find a few things. And he snaps his finger and a list appears in front of Talison's hands.
Is it just like floating?
It's floating, yeah.
Yeah, he takes it.
And what it says on that list is a tooth from a crazed little mothit, an eye of a raven in Mania that nests at the top of the tallest spire, the small intestine of his Duke of Dementia, a Eridar cheese wheel from Dervenen's house, a lock of Pelagius of the Mad's hair, and a wand of polymorph from Larice Brucius.
What the fuck?
Oh, you do. You get to see your family.
He's just reading this aloud, and he says the last one. Larice.
What?
Larice.
Do you want to do that one first?
Oh, I do. He would believe he was a great uncle of yours. Quite mad he was. I do believe he killed the previous, what was it, mayor of Kavach? Danced around with his entrails around his neck. Fun times!
Talison's eyes just go fucking wide. And he goes pale.
This guy's really obsessed with entrails.
Can I make a history check with advantage to see if I remember that?
Yes! Yes!
Okay. Cool. History.
I told you this was gonna be fun!
You have some interesting relations, mate.
It's not so much what you heard, it's obviously would be like one of those dark blotches in the family that you would sweep under the rug, because it's like, oh god, yeah, no, we don't talk about crazy Aunt Carol. But you have read briefly about it in like old newspapers that you found stacked in the basements about a Larice Brucius having gutted the previous mayor of Kavach for serving him red wine instead of white wine, and then just dancing down the city streets with entrails around his neck.
Ew, white wine. He had terrible taste.
Yeah. Well, he was also completely insane, so.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you can't enjoy a good red wine if you're insane.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you read the list one more time, just a tad bit slower for me?
Sure. A tooth from a crazed little mothit, eye of a raven in Mania that nests on the tallest spire of Mania, on the new Sheo side, the small intestine of his Duke of Dementia, a Erdar cheese wheel from Dervenen's house, and a lock of Pelagius the Mad's hair, and a wand of polymorph from Larice Brucius.
Can Tiny raise his hand and be like, excuse me,
Yes, my tiny little friend!
can we just get a copy of that list, or like get a piece of paper so we can write it down? We don't want to miss anything from this list.
3.
You want more papers?
Yeah.
Snaps his fingers and just like that same list rains down on you.
Oh, he's got to say
multiple
something.
times.
Tiny, not realizing they're different, just goes to like grab as many as he can, and then he's like, he has a whole armful, and he's like, oh,
They're all the same.
well, I got the list, Taliesin, and he walks over and gives Taliesin one copy, and then he just gives one to everybody.
Talison's already holding a copy.
Taliesin, meanwhile, still holding the fucking list, just stares at Thribby.
Oh, well,
Ruby,
okay.
I
don't
like
say
that one.
anything.
Why? Tiny's found his new home.
I think Tiny's gonna end up in Shivering Isles at some point.
We don't need. We don't
Maybe
need.
just come visit on the holidays. You know, pop by, say hi.
We don't need this madman misinterpreting everything you say.
Do you need another one?
Oh no, thank you. I think we're good.
Oh, shame, because I was gonna shove one in your mouth.
Could you
Then I
actually
can't
do
read
that? That'd be
it.
kind of funny.
All right, snaps his finger and a crumpled up list appears in his mouth.
Why'd you have to say that?
he just spits it on the floor.
He finally learned to stuff it, right?
I think you both belong here.
Oh, fucking...
Plenty of room. I always have room in the Shivering Isles.
Dance down.
Now, what are you waiting for? Go on, find my items, bring them back to me, and then we'll have a grand time.
Right. At once, and Taliesin quickly leaves the room.
That's some really demented shit that I had to come up with.
Brucius, oh god.
You have a crazy family member. Congratulations.
Nee.
Oh boy.
Nee.
Cool. So,
Runs in circles, yeah.
tooth from a... What the fuck is a muffet?
Why don't we just ask?
It is spelled as all one word, all together on the list. It is spelled Lilmothiit. Lil Moffat.
Oh, Lil Muffet.
Yeah. Granted, Taliesin wouldn't know what that is either.
He still wouldn't. What the fuck is a Lil Muffet?
So, do you want to start at the top, or you want to start with your family, or like
I
whatever
do
one
not
wants
want to touch him yet. That's gonna be some trauma. Again, we should probably see what would make sense, what would be easier.
What about the Chamberlain thing person?
Oh, you mean Haskell?
Could we ask his opinion?
You can ask my opinion. He's right behind you.
Ah! Fuck! You are
No,
very
not
sick.
again.
Where did you come from?
I'm always here.
Oh, right. So, so Sheogorath tasked us with this treasure hunt, a scavenger hunt, and several things in here that are a bit odd.
He raises a brow. You ask that in the Shivering Isles. Of course, it's odd.
First time for everything, and just gives it like a really shitty grin.
What do you need help with?
Well, the things that don't make sense to me, and he points at the first one. What in the fuck is a Lilmathet?
I do believe they are the fox people of Blackmarsh.
What?
Fox people? In
A Black Marsh?
At the same time.
There's not very many of them left, and they tend to stay out of the greater public's eye. But you can find them around here. Well, namely one of them. His name is Zuzalu.
Oh,
He's
no.
insane, obviously.
Oh, fucking no.
What do you want to know about him?
Well, apparently we need his tooth.
I don't think it's specifically his tooth. He tends to collect things.
What would you recommend in dealing with him then?
Just steal the tooth that Lord Sheogorath needs.
Noted.
He lives in Mania on the edge of New Sheoth.
Right. Talzin takes out his journal and writes this down. Another thing that is odd. Eridar cheese?
I do believe that is a type of molded cheese from Skyrim.
Looks at Thurby.
You would know what Eridar cheese is. It's like blue cheese, but it's specifically like made in Skyrim. You've had it
good
before.
Or bad?
It tastes like blue cheese.
I think I've ever
Don't
had
tell
blue
me-
cheese.
Oh my god. Have you ever had blue cheese dressing?
No,
Ew.
I don't like salads.
That is a very tiny answer.
You make me weep.
I'm starting to think that
Uh,
you're also the character, Wave.
Tidy's just gonna be like, yeah, it's good. It's stinky. It makes bread smell real funny when you're done eating it.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Dervenin took it from Solitude.
I mean, maybe we'll just get a little more, and then like Alira can try to cook something with it, and then everyone can have some.
And
I do
Claire's
believe if
just
you take
nodding
any
behind
of
you.
this cheese for yourself, Lord Sheogorath will indeed decorate the halls with your entrails, as he
Mhm.
says.
Okay. Nope. Only for him. Got it.
So no
Also, don't grow a beard.
taking- Yeah, no taking cheese. Got it. And where exactly is this Dervenin?
Dervenin lives in Dementia on the New Sheo side. You can find his house right over there. And he points toward like a little house up against the wall.
Alright, easy enough. Would either I or Alira know who Pelagius the Mad is?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
The
The Mad Emperor.
cool. That's how to make sure. And he looks at the sheet. Pelagius the Mad is alive. Here.
No, alive in a matter of sense. He did die on Tamriel, but he is now a citizen of here. I do believe Lord Sheogorath has ranted that Pelagius needs a haircut.
Right.
And you're the ones to deliver that haircut.
Well, I can definitely try and give him a trim, so that shouldn't be too hard.
He normally doesn't like his haircut, so you might have to do it while he's sleeping.
Could we knock him out and then cut his hair?
That's an
You
option.
could.
That's definitely an option. And, my great... You said uncle? Right?
Your great uncle.
My
Your insane great uncle. Everybody
Right.
has one.
great uncle Larice. Where is he at?
Ah, A family reunion. He is over there in Mania down the street. He did steal a wand from a neighbor of his, and Lord Sheogorath wants it for the party.
I see. I know bits and pieces of what my uncle did. Is it possible to talk to him?
If you give him red wine.
Towels and shivers.
God.
Well, it's a good thing we have a stockpile of alcohol.
And don't let the citizens of New Sheogorath know that. You will be swarmed.
That definitely makes a lot of sense. Matter of fact, that's probably the first thing that made sense since we stepped foot here.
It'll be the only thing that makes sense here. Anything else?
Not that it really requires much thought, because this is probably the most straightforward one on his list. But considering the chicken, the raven that's in the highest spire of Mania, is that also a very large raven?
No.
Noted. Is it special in any kind of way, or is it just a raven?
It is just a raven. He wants its eyes.
Alright.
You have no idea how hard it is to say all this with a straight face.
I can imagine. Alright.
Because I was cackling when I wrote this quest.
It seems, with that explanation, that seems pretty straightforward, Haskell. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course. Would you like me to cover the Duke of Dementia while I'm at it, seeing as you went through the entire list except for that one?
Oh yes, the small intestine. Does he want us to kill him?
Yes.
Well, that solves that problem. That's one of the easiest things, I suppose.
The Duke of Dementia, Florence, has slighted Lord Sheo by not playing fishy stick with him. He needs to die.
Oh, the audacity.
That was a sentence.
Oh, what a righteous prick. I think I'd kill him too, he says sarcastically.
And he just turns his head. Wait, what? Just.
If Lord Sheo likes you enough, he will play it with you too.
What is fishy sticks?
There's no response to that. Fishy stick from like DM to player. It's a game where you just sit very still.
Whoa!
That's all it is. But the characters do not know, and Haskell's not divulging for his own amusement.
I'm not even sure what the fuck fishy sticks is, but it sounds delightful if Sheogorath wants to play it with you.
I think you could do it. You probably big brain, smart people game.
Sure, that definitely
Yes,
works
well,
here, Thribby.
Do enjoy that. I will definitely enjoy it myself. Have a good day. And he leaves in a cascade of butterflies. He just breaks apart into butterflies and he's gone.
In all of our faces, just like that. How? Wow, so rude.
Yeah.
Nope, Tiny's just waving.
Talzin being the one talking to him, showing those just.
Butterflies! Ah!
Yeah.
Still the most normal plane we've been on so far.
Yeah.
That would be an insult to Sheogorath. Don't say that to his face.
I mean, look at all the pretty colors here. Like, it's nice.
And there's a bloody
Sorry,
city
sir.
that hasn't tried to kill us yet.
Sure he's not the Daedric Prince of Irony.
I think that's the point. Anyway, what should we tackle first?
You read top down, right? Just go to the top.
Okay. Tooth from a crazy Lilmithet, which will be this Rue fox person. He starts walking towards the direction that Haskell pointed while looking at the list.
Yeah. How hard could it be to miss a fox person?
I don't think it'd be hard at all, but the problem is that it's a fucking fox person. If Lilmithet are like foxes, then I'd imagine that they'd be pretty cunning with hiding their precious valuables. And I would assume that if he's mad, that this Lilmithet also is probably hoarding tooth or teeth or whatever valuables they have. Would be surprising.
Taliesin, I have a question.
What?
And then Tiny realizes his question, and then he like steps slightly out of reach. He's like, "Don't be mad,
What?
and don't hit me."
Why would I?
Does that mean they're? Because this might sound bad. Does that mean he's like a Khajiit?
He actually looks down in thought. No.
Okay.
That's a... That is unfortunately a stereotype, because if you call a Khajiit a cat, they will claw you.
But they look like cats.
They're not. Trust me, Thribby, that's how I met my wife.
You called her a cat?
Yes, I was a very angry, spiteful youth back then, and I'm still spiteful, but not as angry now.
Did you give her a ball of yarn too?
Not as racist, evidently.
Oh my god!
No, Thribby. I gave her some wine after she tried to claw my eye out.
Oh, well,
Sounds
see,
like true love to me.
cats have claws. See, there you go.
He stares at you.
The Nord is being racist.
That's
He doesn't-
Aaron's job.
He doesn't get it at first. He's just like,
No.
oh, you're just...
He's not being racist, he's being stupid. There's a difference. That intelligence
Hey,
modifier is doing
Racism
great.
is bred out of ignorance.
Yeah, fair. Minus intelligence just showing. He's just like, oh, okay, never mind.
Look, Thribby, if you want to learn about... He goes back to looking at the list. If you want to learn about Khajiit culture, I can for sure educate you in the easiest way possible. And that's
Giving him
not
a
through a
book?
book.
Oh
He
my
stares at
god,
Fang.
I can't wait until Tiny meets... Well, Tiny did meet an Elfique. I don't know why Tiny didn't lose a shit over that.
He did, and that's where Taliesin had this whole argument of like, don't try to pet Alfiq.
Oh yeah.
He's just like,
It was a ghost Elfique, but you still met an Elfique.
he
Aaron
still
is a racist
tried to pet
person.
it.
Yeah.
It looked like
He's
a
racist
cat.
towards Argonians. Get it right.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
Tiny's just gonna reply.
Everybody's racist toward everybody in Elder Scrolls.
But especially.
Tiny's just gonna be like, starting with what drinks and things people like. That I can try to remember. And then he just, I guess, continues walking with the group to wherever.
Sweet things. They like a lot of sweet things, but then again, it also depends on the Khajiit. Not base your
Okay.
generalizations on particular individuals, because there are some Khajiits who like brandy, some Khajiits who like spiced rum, and some Khajiits who like to add moon sugar to water, which is actually kind of tasty.
So I'm gonna message you something.
Culture.
I'm messaging, I'm whispering something to Sol. Just everyone else can continue.
What did Farron say?
No, I was saying like Imperial splaining Khajiit culture.
Imperial about to strangle you.
Strangles in Imperial.
But he does continue to walk towards the direction of this mysterious Rue's house.
Zuzalu is the name, not Rue.
Zuzalu. I thought I heard Rue.
Zuzalu.
Zuzalu. This mysterious Zoozalu's house. It's not Roo, it's Zoo. Like the place where the animals are. That's why. It's
Like a
so-
kazoo.
I'll kill you. Zoozalu.
It was right there.
You do find a little house tucked up like against like a broken piece of the wall of Mania. It's not very big, this house. It's 35 by 35 feet. It's just a little square hut, thatch roof hut, with tiny windows and a door.
Oh. Taliesin bends down to knock on the door.
Well, not tiny as in short, tiny as in like, it's a small structure.
Like
It's
how-
only 35 feet by 35 feet.
Oh, okay. Taliesin just knocks on the door.
Go away! It's all mine! You can't have it back! It's mine!
Zoozalu?
How do you know my name? Who are you? Who sent you? Go away!
We wish to, we heard of your great, he just looks at the group for a moment, just like trying to think of something. Collection! And, we would like to see your,
I have no collections! You can't prove anything! Go away!
well, we'd like to offer us a trade if you're interested.
No trades!
Not even for teeth.
You have more teeth?
I didn't say I had more teeth, because you're not showing us anything.
Then no trades! Zuzalu wants teeth!
There's a
But I don't have any teeth! I'm not giving you any teeth! Go away!
You are running out of teeth to give.
There are potentially teeth, but you have to show us what you have first.
You hear, like, a long pause of silence, then some shuffling. And then you see this orange-haired little mothit with, like, gray on his muzzle. He does indeed look like a fox person. This is the first time you've ever seen a little mothit. Standing about 5.5 feet tall, digigrade legs, long fluffy tail, pointed ears, a little bit of white on its muzzle from his muzzle from age, and green slitted eyes.
Oh my god. he
You
was
said you
good.
had teeth.
Taliesin nods. I do. But
He motions you to get inside. Get inside, quick, 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 quick.
he does so.
Nobody else can know. And he shuts and locks the door. Where's the teeth?
Well, first of all,
Pulls out his hand.
First of all, mate, and he holds up a finger. If you show me the one that apparently you had, I'll show you the one that I have. Right? And trust me.
I have
he
lots
puts
of
his-
collections.
He puts his hand in his pocket where he has Tagroth's tooth.
I have lots of things. I have buckets. And he goes to a pile of buckets over here and starts moving them around, holds one up with dirty water in it. I have buckets. This one has water in it. It's from the swamp. I have canes. And he goes over to the canes, pulls them out. This one's really nice. I have cups. I have lots of cups. I love stealing cups. Cups are great. I didn't steal them. And he clatters them around a little bit. And he goes back onto his bed. I have locks and I have keys. Although I don't know which key goes to which lock. I'll figure it out. And then he goes over here. I have gloves. Holds up a bloody one. Do you want a glove? Waves it around.
Not particularly. My fellow antiquarians.
Baron, roll a perception check. I want you to roll a perception check since you're in the back, you're quiet, and you're the sneaky one.
That's true. Anyway, perception.
Go steal something.
Would you like me to wait until?
Hey.
Oh, you look
Oh.
around this room while he's going around the room showing off of all the shit he has stolen. And you notice over here on the table are 2 teeth. It is a burgeoning collection, which is why he's not willing to trade for them. There's 2 teeth on that back table over there. And he goes over. He pushes aside some of his clothes and he picks up some dirty books. I have books. You like to read? You human types like to read. I know you do. Especially you. Well, okay, not you. The big guy probably doesn't read.
I read.
Wow, you just assume?
Just not well.
So you can, yeah. There are 2 teeth sitting over on that table. I'm not trading for teeth, but you can have something else if you give me the tooth.
Farron is gonna look at the tooth. Just be like,
Would I be able to notice the teeth if pointed out?
Yeah, if Farron points it out. And he goes back over to this, what looks like a tackle box, and he opens it up, and he starts pulling out fingernails.
Farron is
I have
probably gonna
fingernails.
try to like sneakily point out.
Would you trade for fingernails instead? And they're not like fingernail clippings, they're whole fingernails. Like they were ripped off.
Farron will try to ignore that and like try to sneakily point out the 2 teeth while he's like otherwise distracted with pulling out random bullshit.
Yeah.
Would we be able to notice?
Yeah, you see the 2 teeth behind a fillet of fish. Not McDonald's product.
So, okay. So when he sees that, he's actually gonna like walk over towards Zuzulu, and he's going to put a hand.
This one's a thumbnail.
He's gonna shove his hand in his pocket and like rifle it around dramatically. It's like, this is all great and good, but I want you to make sure, because this tooth that I have is pretty bloody perfect, let me tell you, because I tore it from the mouth of a wraith of crows myself. He gives a big smile.
Ooh, one of Nocturnal's followers. I'll cherish that one.
Now, and he like tries to motion to Farron to get going while he like quickly raises the tooth, or rather his whole hand out of the pocket. It's in a closed fist and it's really high because Taliesin is he's around 6 foot plus, so he's definitely taller than Zuzulu.
Zuzulu's like only like 5'2". He's not a very tall little mothit. His ears are like perked, and he's like twitching his nose trying to smell it, and he's very hyper focused on you. During this, Farron, you slowly scooch over to the table while the little mothit is hyper focused. You get up against the table, and you reach back, and you very gently take the 2 teeth because you don't know which one you were supposed to grab, and then you move back to them.
And Taliesin, like, he quickly casts prestidigitation to make his hand start to glow, and suddenly
Gimme.
he opens his palm for it to see, which the tooth starts to glow for a bit before it stops as he cancels prestidigitation and then casts his mage hand to hold the actual tooth in like his forefinger and thumb. Now, this is very special, Mr. Zuzulu.
He reaches out to almost try to touch it.
But it might be cursed, because these are Wraith of Crows, after all. You don't want to be cursed, do you?
Cursed how? Will everybody find out I stole their gloves?
No, definitely not that. You might be visited in the night by a very, very angry Wraith of Crows if you try to check your current collection of teeth consistently. If you don't hyper-focus and focus only on this tooth in particular, you might get your entrails spread through the entirety of your home. You don't want that, do you?
No. I like my entrails right where they are. They're squishy in there.
Now then, keep this in mind, for if you do not obey these simple tenets of only focusing on this tooth and never stealing anything else from teeth, then it will be yours. But if you ever break
I
this...
can still steal shoes, right?
Yes, just not
Okay,
teeth.
Okay.
If you do anything else, the Wraith of Crows will come find you. Can you do this for me?
He makes like a little weird fox noise in the back of his throat. I can do that. Yes, yes. And he reaches out to take the tooth. Like...
The mage hand comes down and gives him the tooth.
He takes it, snatches it, and then immediately curls up on his bed and holds it in his cupped hands and looks at it. Go! We made a trade. Go! Take the bucket! Take the bucket! The big one!
Okay. Thribby.
Yep. Walks over.
Worthwhile trade.
Grabs the biggest looking bucket from this collection and then just walks out.
Yeah.
Or like fucking whistling as he just like just steps out.
He's doing the fucking jester personality walk too.
Oh God.
Is there anything special about this bucket?
No.
Tiny just is like,
It's just a big bucket.
he just gives it to Taliesin to put in the bag. He's like, can you put this in the bag?
We don't need the bloody bucket, Thribby.
You didn't need a tooth till just a second ago.
For fuck's sake. And he puts it in the bag.
He had
of holding.
Thribby missed Farron grabbing the tooth. You now have 2 teeth you can add to your inventory.
I'll just tell Sheogorath to rip out another tooth because I'm owed.
So after we get like a few
I
feet
don't
away,
even wanna
Tiny.
begin to think why you're carrying that around, but at least it saved our asses this time.
Wait, so are we coming back later to steal this thing, or like, are we gonna just knock it down?
We already got the bloody teeth.
What?
Oh, what? Oh, good job. I didn't see. I was trying to be a distraction, looking through his gloves. I didn't see what happened.
Fine,
did-
Philly, let's just get the hell out of here.
You did wonderful. May I see the teeth just out of curiosity, see if they look different?
Gonna hand him his fingers.
You can look at him. I'll need a medicine check to see if there's any difference. Granted, the note did not state exactly which tooth he said. It just indicated a particular tooth, so it's best to like. They look like teeth,
Yeah.
either from an elf or a human. You don't know.
But we did get them from him, so it still counts, right? We didn't need to like punch him and yank out a tooth.
Alright. Yes, I believe that's what Sheogorath was mentioning, because stolen, so he probably just wants the debt paid. Makes sense for a prince. Here you go, Farron. And he hands the teeth back to him.
Thanks.
Why don't you just put it in your bag?
I don't want to get lost in there.
But doesn't the bag work by you just thinking
He
about
just
it?
like puts his lips to Thribby's mouth, like shh.
Ruby, it's fine. Let's just go.
Oh, okay. He has everything else. Just it's a fun bag of surprises. Just reach in there and grab something.
It's not entirely how it works, as far as I'm told, but yes, sure. He takes out his like little quill and like strikes through the list. Right. Next is High from a Raven in the highest spire in Mania.
And it is easy to see. It's a steeple-like spire. Almost looks like a chapel you would find in like Kvatch or in Coral or something. Except the stained glass has Sheogorath's face on it. And it is about 150 feet up, and you do see like what looks like would be a nest up near the upper edge of the roof, which is about 130 feet up.
Oh. That's quite
You
big.
do see like a raven fly back in and land in the nest.
I don't want to take pride in killing possibly one of Nocturnal's creatures. If ravens are part of that, or if they're just crows. So he looks to.
You think it talks?
I don't know, but if it does, I'm extremely not willing to pop its eyes out. That's for sure. So.
Hey, Haskell did specifically say he wanted the eyes out of the raven.
Plural?
Plural. The eyes of a raven in Mania that nests on the tallest spire.
So, if you three would like to be of a great service to me in helping me not make my prince mad at me, that would be wonderful.
Okay, got it. Try not to kill Birdie. Sounds good. And then just kind of just walks off in that direction.
What?
I think it's gonna die if you pop its eyes out. So
If not, at least not be really pissed off.
Thribby.
won't be.
It can still live without eyes.
Thribby. It's a
Yes.
fucking normal-sized raven. You're going to have to kill it.
You don't have to. I can kill it. Just you said don't kill it.
I said I don't want to be the one to kill it.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, totally. Let's go. He's like, I have a plan. Yeah.
How does my
maybe.
slipper taste,
Oh
Hermes?
boy, here we
Seriously.
go.
You have a plan. Oh joy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, by all means, big man, take the lead on this.
Well, so your friend, the Duke, right? He likes shiny things. So if we hold out a shiny thing like a gold coin, it might just fly down to us. Then we just catch it. And then if you want, I can just kill it and just it'll be quick. Or if you want, I can hold it and someone pluck out its eyes.
Oh. Well, that's actually smart. That's true. Soul,
Thanks.
Yes.
would Taliesin know if a raven has the same characteristics of a crow where they like to collect like shiny trinkets? Or is that specifically nocturnal? Oh, it's okay.
All nocturnal and non-nocturnal ravens like to do that.
Okay. And ravens as well. Cool. All right. Well, let's at least make our way to the spire. It would be a bit easier for him to come down. I guess we'll walk towards the base of the spire then.
Okay. You walk toward the base of the spire. The entire when you look up at it, yes, it does look like a chapel, and it does have Sheogorath's face in the stained glass, and like several like motifs of Sheogorath all right around. But the chapel seems to be closed up and chained shut currently. Probably because people are crazy and you know.
we don't need to go inside, right? We can just try to get its attention from the outside near the base.
I would prefer to do that. I don't know what's inside, and frankly, I don't want to know.
Okay. Do you want to lure Birdie, or do you want me to lure the Birdie?
I think I might have a better chance at doing it.
Okay.
Taliesin he reaches into his back and pulls out a gold coin. And just whistles.
Can I ready a reckless attack to just cleave this bird in half, not at the eyes, when it gets within range of Taliesin or when it lands on his arm?
I need you to roll a persuasion check at disadvantage. For two reasons. The bird doesn't know you. And he's holding a fucking axe right now.
No, it's like on my shoulder.
You said ready. You said ready and attack.
Like a quick draw.
That's
You
not how it
can't
works.
quick draw a great axe.
No, a hand axe. Like just one from my waist.
It's still an axe, though.
It's still an axe.
I walk around with axes on my hand axes on my waist. I'm sure I can just.
Okay.
There's actually 3 reasons. You're also fucking strangers. It doesn't know you.
Like, okay, I tell you, like, I'm ready to Taliesin.
Is he just like holding the axe in his hand though?
Not
Is
in
it-
my hand. It's like rested on like the hilt, or I guess
Okay.
what you call the hilt.
Let's face
On-
it, if he was holding he's resting his hand on the axe. If he was holding the axe, if there was such a thing, it'd be super disadvantage. But it's just plain disadvantage right now because of the other two reasons.
Right. Disadvantage.
19, that's actually not bad. It looks down at you, off the edge of its nest, and it seems to disappear for a moment, fly away, and comes back, flies over, and shits on you.
Tiny tries not to laugh.
A nice streak of white bird poop down the hair.
Like from
Ooh.
how high up in the air
About 80.
can the others are with us, right?
Yeah, the others are with
Okay.
you.
Can
I just
Caldron
didn't put
just
them on
like
the map because...
deadpan just like put a hand up and cast sleep on this bird?
Okay! Go ahead and let me pull up crow stats.
Let me pull
Bravo,
crow
Aldora.
stats. One
Bravo,
health.
Cord.
Bestiary crow.
That's getting quoted. I don't know why it's so funny to me.
Crow stats. Yeah, it does have one health, 1d4 minus 1.
Despite the
He
fact
just
that
shat
crows-
on you. So Caldron is doing this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll it for shits and giggles. It's gonna work. Okay. It shits on his head. Caldron, deadpan, looks up, flicks his fingers, and you watch as this crow falls out of the sky and splats on the ground.
Oh, I try to catch it.
Roll an acrobatics check to try and catch it.
Where's that?
Because it is falling fast.
Haha!
19? Okay, you do manage to catch it. Unfortunately, it is still falling from 80 feet in the air. So it will still reach terminal velocity. You do catch it and its neck snaps.
That's fine, as long as its eyes is still intact.
I could have gone better.
That shit was the last thing it ever did.
Good job, Caldred. That worked out great.
It needed to die.
Talzin is like still standing in the same exact position. His face is just looking at the ground.
Well, at least it didn't get in your mouth. That would have been bad.
Yeah, well,
He,
the sooner we get this done, the sooner bath time.
he puts the coin in his pocket and he casts prestidigitation on his face to get the shit off of it. You know, I know very much well what it's like to get shit on in life, but that is the first that anything has actually shit on me.
This time for
Yes,
everything, my friend.
Needless to say, I'm pretty sure that wasn't a nocturnal raven.
Clarier, can you
God.
clean the? Can you get a clean kill of these eyes? I don't want to damage them.
Okay, so you want Glarier to try and pluck the eyes out.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Tiny's not finesse with scavenging.
Okay. Do you still have access to Glarier's sheet or no?
I do not. If you want to give it to me, I can.
Didn't mean to download a sheet. My bad. No, you don't. Okay, give me a hot sec. Roll a medicine check off of Glarier's sheet to pull out these little tiny beady black eyes. Oh, he takes one of his claws and starts digging it in and accidentally cuts one of the eyes. Do you guys stop him or let him continue?
I think knowing probably how bad the punishment would be for not doing it correctly. Taliesin would probably you might please be fucking careful.
He grunts and he pulls his fingernail out. What would you have me do then?
Maybe you could use some help. And Taliesin goes over with the assistance of his ceremonial dagger to assist in pulling the eye out instead of just doing raw hand.
Raw dogging it.
Raw dogging. I didn't want to say it that way, but yes, just raw dogging the fucking thing. We're now using protection.
Use protection, kids. No, kids,
Ayo.
don't do that.
Does that give him advantage on the medicine check?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll roll one more time.
Oh, whoops. Jesus Christ, Gloria.
Oh my god!
God damn.
Pop. One eye pops.
Fucking.
That Tiny is just covered in blood, and he's just like, my hands are here, but I can't move. But he keeps
Alira.
waiting for me.
Yeah. I
Please
think
help.
she would go up to the eye that's damaged and just say, don't know if this will work. It's not exactly what it's intended for, but probably muttering some Zenithar thing under her breath, just like, oh gosh, what are we doing? But
Let's get funky with this one. Let's get funky. You're calling on Zenithar to try and repair this eyeball, right?
I don't.
It
If
is
you are-
technically an object now that it's
If
been
you
removed.
are, I want you to put your hand on chest piece of your vestige and roll a persuasion check.
That's
Hey, yo,
fair.
Zenny, buddy, could you repair this for me?
She's just like, I'm so sorry. I'm just repeating that.
Because it technically, because the raven is dead, it is the eyeball is now considered an object. Okay, that's actually pretty good. You're just like, this is a weird ask, Zenithar, but I need this eyeball repaired. And you just feel very faintly, distantly, like somebody laughing down a very long hallway, kind of like amusement from the chess piece. And he repairs the eye. You have amused an Adra.
Good advice. Oh god. I think she just shoves it back, what are we doing?
We need to help extract it since you seem to know decently enough about medicine. Maybe you could assist Glario better than I could.
Yeah, you have one more eyeball to extract.
It's a day of firsts, apparently. She'll take the dagger. And medicine check. Yep.
With advantage. Still better than Glario.
Oh yeah, easily enough, you do manage to expertly pull out the other eyeball. You now have 2 raven eyeballs. Add them to your inventory.
We'll be able to make a whole person soon enough.
What Tiny just like, what do I do with the
Just drop
raven?
the damn thing.
He just looks around and he just kind of puts it up against the wall, out of the way.
You sit it with its legs crossed, looking at the sky.
Yeah, he's wings out. He's wings in. I don't know. He's which way looks better, and then he eventually just gives up. He's I'm just putting this in the corner, and then walks away.
He's just pat, pat.
Honey, it's just a bird corpse.
I don't want to kill a resident and get yelled at by the owner of this place.
And after you do that, as you turn away, a Argonian woman with white clothes sneaks out, runs past, grabs the corpse, runs off.
Oh my god! They carry on the fucking century!
There's your cameo.
Nee.
Okay, great. It's not my fault. I don't have the body. No evidence on me.
There
We're
he is,
good.
nee as she exits.
Well,
What the bloody? What the bloody fuck?
well, better than what I was gonna do. The damn thing was just blow it up. Fucking bastard. Anyway,
This is the best episode so far.
moving down the fucking list, he takes like the scroll back out. Alright. Pelagius the Mad. Joy.
Oh boy. Yeah. So you're jumping all the way down to Pelagius the Mad next.
I think I wrote it out of order. Was it the Arid Archies that was next?
It was the Duke that was next.
Right, we'll deal with the Duke in a second. Pelagius, Larice, and the cheese. Let's do it. That seems simple enough.
Yeah, this one should be simple. You make your way across to Dementia and into the town where Haskell has pointed to a house. It is simple enough, and you do see a mad-looking Dunmer outside.
He just like tries to get the attention.
Hello, how can I help you? Do you
Hi.
have? Do you have any any pelvic bones?
He looks
I
at
need to
Thurby.
keep Sheogorath from going on vacation again.
Again, looks at Thurby.
Wait,
Everybody looks at Thurby about bones. It's like,
is that the guy in
Well-
Solitude?
yes.
I thought he was a Bosmer.
No, I think he was a Dunmer. I'm pretty sure.
Well, he's
Because
a Dunmer now.
Dervenin sounds like a... Dervenin.
Regardless, he's a Dunmer
Yeah, apparently
now.
he is! Why does he have the skin tone of a Dunmer?
Wow, that's racist.
Yeah, he looks like a Bosmer to me. He just has really sunken eyes.
Yeah. It makes him look like he has ashen skin, okay? So I take that back, he's a wood elf.
Okay. Again, looks to Thurby. Do you have any
What? And you see him like trying to look for a rag. What?
pelvic?
Sorry.
Do you have any pelvic bone?
Why would I have a pelvic bone?
He stares at you
It-
for like a long time.
You have
That
the
is-
big bag.
That is a very reasonable question.
You have the.
Just
If
saying.
I had the bag, yes, I would have a pelvic bone. But no, I don't have the bag.
Well, that proves a point, and he turns back to Dur.
He's like, I'm sorry, Alira, and he like tries to like look for a rag or something.
Right. Do we actually have any fucking bones? Oh, not getting rid of those.
He checked the bag of holding, guys.
He like fiddles around, and feeling the dragon bone. It's like, no. So he goes back to Dervin and, no, but we are interested in buying something from you if you are the Dervinin, yes?
Dervenin has many things you can buy from him.
We are looking for... Just pulls out the fucking list. Erdar cheese.
Why would you want Eridar cheese from Dervenin?
Points at
Does it
Thurby.
taste great? The stinkiest you got.
Oh God.
You cops!
Roll person. You guys are acting like cops right now.
Oh, Tiny's like, yeah, the worse it smells, the better it is.
Yo, do you have any of that Mary Jane?
You have any stinky cheese? You cops.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have an advantage because Tiny's trying to like help this?
What do you need Eridar cheese for from Dervenin?
Well, we would
Tiny
go
would just name a Skyrim dish that has it. He's like, yeah, like to make this.
and
That
so did you
bitch
have-
from Mania didn't send you, did she?
Who? We don't.
Okay.
We don't know
Good.
anybody here.
Good.
Just got here.
Yeah.
You better not live in Mania, full of idiots.
If it makes you feel any better, it's a task that Sheogorath himself asked us to do. So you might want
Damn,
to.
I knew he would want my cheese.
Well, he still wants to use it in a dish, and you have the best cheese around, so consider that a compliment.
Fine. I want. What does Dervenin want? He starts pacing back and forth. What does Dervenin want?
Something shiny, something dull.
You want alcohol?
Some spices?
Spices? What kind of spices?
She'll pull out the spices that actually, I guess they might still be on her belt from when we were in Hersine's
You
realm.
spice. You spice? I need a
There's-
hot second. The cat is being aggro-y.
No problemo.
Cat about to get a timeout.
Cat?
This cat aggro intermission is brought to you by the Esper server. You come and join the Discord if you're interested in Elder Scrolls stuff. We keep it alive, or we try to.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, he was pulling on power cables.
And I think
Sure.
Alira would just be like pulling out the different pouches on her belt, like, well, I have this. This is some chili spice, some clove from Necrom. And okay, I have something in my loot which just says spice 1 ounce. But that's all it says.
Spice.
And I have
Spice? Do you
no
spice?
idea what that
Do you
is.
spice?
I
Do
don't
you
know where
I
spice?
think
it's
it might have
from.
been the vanilla.
Do you spice?
Fresh from Arrakis.
I'm not sure what this
Scratching
is,
his
but
fucking neck.
I think
Some
it's
sort of
vanilla. That's the
spice
only
here.
thing that like we got that was really small quantity.
no, I have the vanilla marked separately.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yes, I'm some sort of spice. I think she'll like sniff that one and kind of just like make a confused face, like, oh, what is this? Where did we get this again?
Probably somewhere we've been. I don't know if that
I-
narrows it down.
May I sniff it? I might know.
Yeah.
It's pepper, you sneeze.
Fuck.
Quite strong, that one. Be careful.
It's sniffing pepper
Sneezing powder! Dervenin will take it!
Yeah, go ahead,
Yes,
buddy.
that's exactly what it is.
I'll go,
That's-
Dervenin will go get you the cheese, and he goes back inside.
Fuck.
Hey,
Tasha,
he's
why'd
an
you
idiot.
put it right to your nose and inhale all of it?
That's not. I thought it might have been something from fucking elsewhere through me. Fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, something spicy, even more reason to get it up in your sinus cavity.
Hey, that's a
Just-
reasonable thing to do. What are you talking about?
Tiny shows you like just go like this. Just put one hand to one nostril and just blow really hard, and then do it the other way.
Okay, fuck.
Just get it out.
He does
Dervenin
that.
comes back with the cheese. Big old snot blob. I
Tiny
cleared
holds out
out
his
those
hand.
sinuses.
Oh shit. I can actually smell. Oh. Ugh.
This place stinks.
Some with the cheese.
Stinky.
Yep, there's the cheese.
Alright.
And he gladly takes it. Dervenin will make use of this sneezing powder. He goes inside and shuts the door.
Have fun with your rival. Alright, into the bag you go. There we go.
This is fun.
Sure.
What is it? Are you not having fun?
Definitely having fun, Tribby. He starts walking.
So far, you've stolen teeth from a little moth that took eyes out of a raven and have a cheese wheel. Where to next?
You would not know that if he is telling the truth or not.
Okay. You're just gonna be like,
So, right. We have the cheese, we got the tooth, and we have the eye. So now it's the difficult parts. We have the. We have to kill the Duke of Dementia. We have to give former Emperor Pelagius a haircut, and we have to visit my uncle.
Oh
Bloody-
joy! Just what?
Bloody brains.
Family reunion.
Just will we be doing any such weekend? I guess.
Yes. I think probably Pelagius might be the least problematic if it's just a lock of his hair. And we seem to be doing well talking to insane fucks. So let's do that one first, eh?
The Duke of Dementia is in the biggest manor in all of Dementia.
Except Pelagius.
Yeah. Oh, you said Pelagius. Okay. Second biggest.
I recall bits and pieces of looks to Alira specifically when he's talking. I recall bits and pieces of Pelagius' story. Do we want to handle this a certain way, or do we just want to be forefront?
Based on Alira's knowledge, because this player does not know who that is.
Pelagius the Mad?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm an elderscrolls nerd.
How dare you not know?
Can't believe this.
Pelagius the... go ahead and roll a history check.
Okay.
Could I assist?
Yes.
Advantage.
$17? That's sufficient enough. He's quite known. Pelagius the Mad, former Emperor Pelagius Septim III, is a companion in Sheogorath's realm. He has been deceased for centuries. In the mind of madness, you enter... That's the quest. You enter through the Blue Palace in the Pelagius wing. He is a former Septim Emperor. He is quite crazy. There's not a whole lot on him, but yeah, he was quite known for doing some pretty gnarly things. Like, you know, boiling naysayers in oil. But
Oh hell yeah! That's a leader I can get behind.
quite a crazy dude.
Now, considering what we know about him, right? If you're caught up on his history, of course, and he does cock an eyebrow at Alira.
Of course.
Right. Considering his proficiencies to not want his hair cut, according to the prince, we could knock him out. I don't know exactly if we have any possible chemicals if we want to, like, you know, feed him some tea and knock him out that way.
I mean, Farron could just sneak behind him and knock him out very stealthily.
I mean,
Maybe.
at that point, Farron could probably just snip off a piece of his hair.
Yeah, that was more of an idea. I'm not confident in my ability to knock him out with like blunt force trauma.
Oh, I believe in you. You can do it.
I agree. We can be sneaky. That
Well,
may be better than a direct confrontation.
right. Well, if you want to do the same thing we did with that zoo fellow, Farron, I could distract Pelagius and you could, do your work. How's that?
Well, I suppose it's about as good as an idea as I've had so far.
Does it say how much hair?
Nope.
we need?
It just says hair from Pelagius the Mad.
So we could technically just get a single strand of hair, like from a comb or brush, and it would still count, right?
Not necessarily. It does it does also say it has to come from its head.
Right, but I mean, I played a DM like if he was using a brush or something.
Yeah, but you might want to follow in the spirit of it, or Sheogorath is going to be very angry.
That's fine. Tiny's not smart enough for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we proceed then?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Do you want me to help do anything?
Maybe you could help entice him with drink, if he's that kind of fellow. I'm not entirely too keen on Pelagius.
I mean, I could have a drinking contest, and then when he knocks out first, then you can also just cut his hair.
But there's also if he knocks out first, because he might not, Thribby.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I could take him.
Nah, I'd win.
Ah!
Right.
I'd win.
If you're so sure,
Regicide! Regicide!
I fucking may as well join in this too, because I'm gonna need a fucking drink later anyway. Alright,
Well, we get to try their alcohol.
no, I'm not drinking anything else from Oblivion. Not now. He thinks
Not
about
after the
fucking-
blood wine.
Yeah, after Namir's blood shit that sucked ass.
Ew!
So, Talzin,
Ew.
if everyone is following still, he will go to the second biggest manor in Dementia and knock. Just
It does take a moment, but a blonde imperial man opens the door, his hair tied back in a low ponytail. Can I help you?
Oh, this is
I'm
gonna be
quite
easy.
busy. I have a lot of people lined up to have their heads removed for betraying me. Who are you?
You must be the famed, Emperor Pelagius, I presume, yes?
I am. Famed how? Famed from my detractors or from my allies?
allies, he smiles.
Did the headsman send you? He said he was going to get more people to help remove heads.
Yes, as a matter of fact, he did. I am one of his new assistants.
Roll deception.
And these are all my cohorts that are helping me this task today. He says it with a very big smile. God damn it.
Still pass. He's crazy.
That's
It's not a very high DC.
wow.
The DC is 10.
Okay.
He goes, good! Come on in! He opens the door for you.
He just gives a shrug before going in.
He lets you guys inside. So what can I help you with? What can I get you?
Well,
Do you need whetstones to sharpen your axes?
well, actually, Pelagius.
His eyes are like bug wide too. He's definitely mad.
Well, actually, Emperor, a friend of mine and I wanted to, before we begin our work, we wanted to celebrate your most recent accomplishment with a lovely little contest between the three of us. He looks at Thrivy.
What sort of contest? I love contests. Especially when I win.
Drinking
He
contest.
stares you down. He stares you down. I better win.
A drinking contest.
He points at
Good,
Thrivy.
good.
Yes.
Come with me to the dining room. We will have a drinking contest in which I will win.
Of course. Your Majesty.
Burns is doing the fucking cuckoo, like.
Lyra's just 1,000 yards staring.
Lyra's questioning her life right now. She's like going, maybe I should have joined. This is nuts.
Trying to figure out who's more affected here, either Lyra or Taliesin.
Taliesin just stopped caring. He's already been literally shit on, so...
Literally
just
shit
take
on
her sanity
and
point?
gave away a tooth to a crazy little muppet.
You can tell that he's talked to crazy people before.
I
Or
like
the-
crazy people.
Sure, Uncle Reese, let's go sit down in your rocking chair.
Garthier definitely ended up here.
Alright,
this is all
Uncle,
practice.
that's enough. Time to go to bed now. Ow!
This is all practice for when Taliesin has to go see his great uncle.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. And he leads you to the dining room, and he grabs some cups. So what's the poison you like to drink? Not actual poison. I'm not going to poison my new headsman unless you betray me or win.
Of course, of course. And Taliesin looks to Thribby. What's the drink for this occasion, Thribby?
The strongest you got. You're asking
Hey,
Nord to
Thribby!
pick? Like, come on.
Taliesin will go to Thribby.
Taliesin, Taliesin says, "Hey, what do we got, Tiny? The strongest you got." Yep.
Thribby, give me your bag.
Okay.
Taliesin will pull out the spicy hard stuff from Alakir. This is a fine vintage, my lord,
That's the
from
list.
Alakir. It's called Sentinel Firehooch, if you're familiar with it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And
Let's do it.
let me give you the first pour, as you are indeed going to win, of course. But the winner must have the biggest pour, should he not?
That is true. This better not be poison.
Oh, of course not. I've drank it myself already, and it is quite hot, but not poisoned.
Tiny's like, I can prove it and have a shot right now, as he like raises his hand. If,
Good. Pour me a glass. Pour glasses all around. All of you are joining in, or so help me, you go to the headsman's block.
We are the headsmen.
He just like kicks Farron in the shin. Join the fucking thing.
Fine.
And act like you're losing. And he starts to pour the glass first for Pelagius, and he's gonna like make sure the fucking glass is almost spilling over.
Okay, like where it does that little bubbly thing, where it, like
Yeah.
does the little wall bubble thing,
It does, but like it's because it's like hard.
and you have to
isn't it?
lean down and go.
Yeah, a little bit. But he does that for Pelagius, and then he pours everyone else a significantly smaller amount.
Okay.
And just
Wonderful,
for your
wonderful.
just for your knowledge, great Emperor, we have the smaller amount because we are losing here. Of course.
It's because you're all lightweights.
Exactly. And the one who passes out first is definitely the winner.
Ooh, I like this game. Yes. To our health, he does that little sip thing, then picks it up and drinks it. And you see him sit there, and he's just like drinking it, and you see a little bit spill out of the corner of his mouth as he gulps it down. For like a solid minute.
Oh no, how can we ever compete?
Another! He's starting to sway a little bit.
yeah, me too. Another.
Taliesin pours him the same amount and gives a little bit to Thribby.
Tiny shoots you an eye for a second, and then he remembers. It's like, oh, yep.
Pelagius does it again.
I'm
Yep.
such a lightweight.
No. And he's really starting to sway now.
Am I rolling Constitution also, or is this?
No, you're not drinking enough. He drank 2 really full glasses of the fire hooch.
Okay. Tiny tries to like make it look convincing, and like he slams his after the Emperor finishes. He's like, "Oh, you're even with all of that, you are doing amazing, sir."
You're damn right I'm doing amazing. I'm gonna win another.
Here you go, my lord. The winner, definitely the biggest winner here, deserves to drink the rest straight from the tap itself. And he just hands him the bottle.
He starts downing the bottle, and about a quarter of the way through, he just passes the fuck out.
Talisman will catch the bottle before it breaks.
Like, oh, don't want to drop the fire hooch.
Okay, let me see how much it... Oh, fuck. Okay, there's a 4th left, Ribby. He, like, caps it.
He holds
He's
out his
just
hand.
passed out, head lolling forward.
Farron, if you would like to be so ever ginger here.
Yep. Baron's already there, just like he leaves this fucking flat expression, just like
His hair's tied back in a nice little ponytail. It's almost like it's ready to go to locks of love.
yep. He just takes off a lock with his dagger. It's just like one of the dumbest things I've ever had to do.
Yep, and you cut it. Now time to fucking book it before he wakes up.
Yep. It's like already I fucking hate this place.
Talisman quickly leaves a note that says, "You are the winner."
You're a winner.
Signed, the headsman. And then he leaves.
And you guys book it out of there, and you got yourself a nice big lock of Pelagius's hair, and he has now got short hair.
And he was finishing off everyone's drink that didn't want to finish before they sprinted out.
Right. Okay. So, next we have my uncle or the Duke. The Duke is right there, but we'll have to kill him, so there might be a fight.
Pardon me.
Meh.
I was drinking some water.
Understandable.
I mean, is he a good guy? Are we not supposed to kill him?
It doesn't matter, 3B.
You were
He's-
ordered to kill him.
We were
Oh,
ordered
okay.
by Sheogorath to do it, and Sheogorath is mad at him, and I'd rather not die to him for not taking this bastard's small intestines. So I will kill him if you won't.
For the record,
no,
I'm not cutting that out for you.
I'm just waiting for Tiny to go. Can we take his small intestines without killing him?
Ha!
No, I just like. I mean, he can talk.
Well,
Though suddenly I hear a voice from the nowhere saying, "Does he have to die? First, take his intestine."
what?
Are you seriously asking that question?
I mean, like people lose an arm and they still live. Is
He
that like?
blinks,
An arm
Can
is
you
not a
live?
vital organ.
and he
what's an
goes to go
organ?
knock on the door.
They're the squishy bits inside, yeah, but like, what if they're not all there? Like,
I think Galera's just looking over, just like shaking head.
As they keep going,
Well, if the one you need in your body isn't there, then you're probably gonna die.
no, you just need your heart.
he's
brain?
banging on the door now. Duke!
You need more. Never mind. I am done talking about this.
He's just getting a fucking brain aneurysm.
He's like, oh god. He's like, oh no, please. Help me.
If the Duke had to travel with this guy, he'd be begging for death.
A Khajiit woman opens the door. Can this one help you?
And Talisman was really about to just fucking smash her face in, but stops and is like, ah! He quickly folds his hands behind his back. Ah, yes, is the Duke in today?
Yes, he's up in his room. Are you expected company?
Yes, would you be able to, have us speak with him personally?
Would you like to be announced because being announced might upset him?
No.
Good, good. This one will take you. Those two can wait outside. Motions to Glarier and Caldron.
Okay.
Just
Wolves.
specifically those two. Fuck those guys.
They're just elves.
Yes, that's why.
Stares at Farron.
Yeah, I'm clearly not an elf, guys.
Clearly not an elf covers ears with hair.
Like, steps in front of Farron. Like,
Just puts hood on immediately. I have a skin
This way.
condition.
She leads you up the grand staircase, and to a set of double doors. He is right inside. This one wishes you luck. You may get disemboweled, but that means he likes you.
Noted. Thank you.
And do you go in?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you see him just like leaning over a telescope, muttering to himself. And it's not pointed to the sky; it's pointed to the houses in the city.
oh boy.
Talazin looks to Thribby, still not knowing that no one cares here. Thribby, please block the door. Make sure that no one can get in.
No, you're not supposed to do that. I'm gonna feed you to the giant chicken if you do that.
Aaron just has this fucking knife ready in his coat.
He's just talking to himself. Do you go and take this motherfucker out?
Yeah. But is Wave here? Wave.
He's dead.
Your
been
cat
dead.
killed him.
My cat is currently trapped in his little cat tent. He jumped into it and like the opening flipped so it faced toward the ground.
I should have said Wave. Okay, whoops. I guess Alira.
You good in there, buddy?
Alira, do you have
Yeah,
any
you stupid.
do you have any rope that can block the door, tie it together?
Yeah, she'll pull out some rope
Block up and
around the handle and something else.
Right.
lock the door.
Okay. Right then. Let's just do this. Steps forward.
He doesn't seem to notice you yet. He's still muttering to himself.
How
Where's that giant chicken?
is he so hyper focused on the telescope?
He really is. Hey. And he looks up and he sees you. I didn't call for you. Who are you? Wait. Did Sheogorath send you? Pulls and he brandishes a short sword.
Talazin smiles, but he doesn't say anything.
Is Alira and Farron gonna involve themselves in this nonsense?
Alira's tying a lot of knots.
Okay, so Alira is like, I am not killing this guy. I am not killing him.
Farron is already trying to like suss out the easiest way to just get an arrow in his brain.
Mm-hmm. Roll for combat!
Ooh.
I didn't call for you. Where'd you come from? Who are you?
God damn.
I think this is the first time I've seen Tiny roll a nat 1.
Wow.
Well, I got a 6, but yes, like he was waiting for a go word and it never came, so it caught him off guard.
Doesn't matter how he dies, he's just gotta die. It's your turn, Farron. You're up.
Wait. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
Check my speed
That's
again.
an interesting attack. Is that a bonus action or an action?
I'm not made an attack yet.
She's
Anyway.
talking about your stretching numbnuts.
Dingus. Alright.
I'm poking my cat through the cat tent. He's just clawing at my hand through the tent.
Remember doing rage in my frickin' bow.
Where's your bow?
Where's your bow, dude? So wait, 80.
It's listed under B in your inventory.
Move 30 feet. Yeah, that's well within my bow's range. So I'm just gonna snipe him.
Yeah, fucking hit him.
That hits.
Swag. And that would be my turn.
Okay. The Duke of Dementia is going to run at Taliesin with his sword out. He had
Now
to
he's got-
use action
Now he's got it.
movement to get to
And now
you.
he's got an arrow in his forehead.
Oh, in his shoulder. Because if it was in his forehead, he'd be dead.
Nah, it didn't go in very far.
I think you overestimate how thin his skull is.
Haven't you played Skyrim and you like shoot a guy with an arrow and he's like still like fine, like even if you shoot him right in the face?
Yeah. I also use mods that negate that.
So
Well, where's
anyway,
the
so he sees the Duke running at him, and he's just like, no, you don't get to do that. It'll do attack.
Second one hits.
Epic, normal, pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
And he's also going to do, what the fuck was it?
Hi. What are you doing, Hermes? You're being a silly kitty.
When is he not?
I think I'm going to do, Hex on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to hex his strength.
Okay.
Should have probably done that before, but whatever. We make mistakes.
Righty. No, you did.
Okay,
Are you
cool.
gonna run toward him?
First, well, I'm going to use instinctive pounce just to make sure I can cover this distance. Oh, I mean, I can get there anyway, but as I rage, I just kind of just like zip past both of them. So instinctive pounce, if it would let me click the button. As part of my rage, I get to move past speed, and then basically I'm just going to then just zip around him with the like normal part of my movement, and I'm just going to take 2 reckless attacks on him. Where is? There it is. We do attack, advantage.
Okay. That hits.
First one, okay.
Hell yeah.
+3, normal. Oh boy. Oh, jeez. Not doing great. So 12 slashing and 2 radiant on the first. And then the ancestral spirits start to harry him. And then second attack. Let's go again. Oh,
Hits.
the- Oh my
My
fucking
God.
God.
Dude.
Tiny's just like, oh, I don't know if I want to hit this guy.
I
He's...
don't know if I want to do this.
But yeah, he just winged. And so anyone he attacks other than me has disadvantage. And then he has advantage due to reckless attack on me also. And that's my turn.
Okay, Baron, you're up.
Swag. It's gonna walk up. Smack him with my moonlit blade now that I'm flanking.
Hell yeah.
21 hits.
I'm gonna roll for my sneak attack anyway.
I think that'll kill him.
And he's dead.
How does Farron do it?
How does Farron kill the Duke of Dementia?
I'm gonna like just go for the fucking throat with the moonlight blade. It's one quick swipe and it's over.
Shh, 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 shh. He drops dead. That seemed oddly quick.
He's just a guy.
He's just some dude.
Alright, he's dead. Fucking... I guess I'll take out his small intestines.
The fact that we say that so matter of factly now.
He's saying this like he's very tired.
Do
Yeah.
you know what you're doing?
Oh, wrong screen.
Well, I know the difference between what a small intestines and a large intestines looks like. Thank the gods for that. But not
One's
particularly,
small and
no.
one's large.
Do you want help? Like I can hold him still.
He's dead.
Sure, but he's dead, Thribby.
No, like as you're cutting
Hold
him
the dead
open.
guy still.
Like
What?
as. Okay, never mind then. Do it yourself. And he just turns and walks back to Alira.
What's up with him?
He's
I
high
try to
in
help.
nuts.
But you don't making any sense, mate.
He just looks at Alira and is like, I just try to help.
Ribby.
Talzin will start hacking at the body to get the small intestines to show.
Yep,
Find
you
the way.
cut open his belly and you start pulling out a lot of small intestine. You cut it free and you have yourself small intestine. Woo!
Talzin just like slowly rolls it up because he knows how big the small intestines are. It's like,
It's a lot of intestine.
He has the most dead look in his eyes.
He's like, I want to get out of this place.
Fuck, should have called Sheogorath to do this. And he puts it in the bag of holding, and he will also cut off the Duke's head and put it in the bag of holding.
Okay, you do that.
Cool. Right, let's leave. Fucking.
This is funny.
Not feeling good about what we just did.
Oh,
You easily killed a guy and removed his intestines. I designed it to not feel good.
throughout that combat, Lyra just like has, but you know, like when you trust like a turkey, it's just like probably the door and like some candlestick in the room. It's just like knotted together like that because she doesn't actually know how to tie knots except for like that stuff. I suppose she'll just move the candlestick out of the way so that we can turn the doorknob, I guess.
So if does it look like that if you pulled on it, it would fall apart?
What? The door?
No, Alir's not. I'm asking Krim. I'm asking Alira that, I guess.
What's a nodding check? Not making check?
Sleight of hand? I don't
I
know.
think it would be survival.
Intelligence or survival?
Survival.
Survival.
Because it's a survival scope of time, not.
Oh shit. No, I guess it's pretty damn good.
That's a pretty good nod. It takes you a
Nice.
little bit.
So they fucking 12 seconds have passed. Alir ties a really good knot. Alright, untie the door now. We're ready to go.
About that. I'm just like, she's trying to undo it, but like it might be easier to cut through it.
You tied it so fucking good, you can't
just,
get it
like,
undone.
Doing the thing where you pull at it, but it makes it tighter.
Whoa.
Hold on, I've done this before. And I will make a survival check.
Okay. You have to beat her check.
It's probably gonna fail because I have nothing in survival.
Never
Yep.
say never.
Nope. You pull it tighter and tighter. I think we need more appropriate music for this. Hold on.
Annie just
give
walks
me-
over, takes his hand axe, and then just cuts through the rope.
Yeah.
Or
We need more appropriate music for this. Give me a hot second.
Jesus. That is so loud.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that.
can I just cut through, or do I need to make an attack to say I'm cutting through with the hand axe?
Nope, you cut through it. It's
Yeah.
easy.
There you go, and then just opens the door.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a good knock, and he just gives her like a thumbs up.
She'll just head out the door, exhaling in relief that this is all done. Try not to think about it.
Talzin grabs the
That you're
frayed
currently
up
carrying
rope.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you leave. This one hopes you had a nice visit.
Covered in
Yeah.
blood. Yeah, definitely.
Covered in blood? Yeah. Yeah, great.
Sure. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Treats it like it's nothing at all. No alarm bells, because everybody in this realm is fucking insane.
Let's make sure.
Annie looks over to Taliesin. You might blend in more now when you go talk to your uncle.
Great idea. You still look fucking dead inside. Speaking of which, and he pulls out the head and like tosses it over to Pelagius's house doorstep. Yeah.
He
shouldn't have his
Dunk
knickers in a
against the
bunch.
door.
Shouldn't have his
He's
knickers in a
still
bunch.
unconscious, though.
Shouldn't have his knickers in a bunch now that we've left him with shorter hair. Not as much anymore. Right, did that. Okay. Right, we need to get the Wand of Parlymore from my fucking uncle. Joy. Alright, this way. Remember what Haskell's told us?
We're calling on what Haskell Dojo. You head over to a decent looking home. It's not like anything super fancy, but it's nice.
You sound excited.
An old, man that looks like a balding older version of Taliesin opens the door. He looks like he's in his 60s. He's about 65 years old. He has pretty good gray hair, and he looks balding. And he looks up. Stuntus, is that you?
Taliesin, like,
I never
Looks
thought
at
you
him.
would talk to me again after I made myself a new neck wrap.
Sure, Maurice, it's definitely me, Stentus Brucius, here on your doorstep in the Shivering Isles.
It's good to see you again, nephew. He pinches your cheek and just gives a little wiggle. Look the same as always. Come on in.
Sure. He does step in.
Why so dour? You're in Lord Sheogorath's realm. This is a magnificent time. Welcome. Never thought you would go down the same path I did, but I guess it runs in the family.
Sure. Does he still think that I'm Stentus, or does he know I'm Talzin now?
Yes.
Just by the voice? Oh, he still thinks
No,
I'm
he
Stentus.
thinks. Yes, he still thinks it's Stentus.
Yes, I guess madness does run in the family. He just like looks off to the side.
Stare into the camera like in the office.
Yes, my beloved firstborn definitely has it too, so you'll meet him soon enough.
Oh, good. I'd love to give that little child some more sweets.
He does smile at that. Right.
I know the last ones included eyeballs, but did he like it?
Sure did. Sure.
You never got sweets from him, by the way.
Sure.
Because your dad.
Hmm?
Your dad looked at it and was like, oh, these are eyeballs. Ew.
You definitely did, dearest brother. Definitely did.
Right, come in. I'll get us some treats, and we can talk about the old times. Is that stupid bitch's family still alive? And he goes to the stove.
Which
Doesn't give you any You know the one that dared to insult me.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all, dearest brother. She's far gone by now.
Damn, I was hoping you could have tortured him a little longer.
Yeah, well, blood loss. That's why I'm covered in blood, after all.
What the fuck?
Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'm even
go ahead.
Player is too.
Those of you who are not involved in this conversation, you can roll an investigation check to look around the place, and Taliesin, you could do a perception check because you're kind of glued to Larice right now.
Sure, that's fine. I'll fail. Oh, never mind.
As he starts ranting about that bitch that he stabbed in the neck. Okay, Alira and Farron, you guys broke the DC. As he's talking, you guys are like, oh, what the fuck? And Thribby, you're distracted. You're still trying to figure out how the heck you would be able to remove intestines from somebody without killing them.
He's also trying to not outwardly laugh at Taliesin at this conversation.
Yeah. Alira and Farron, you do look around, and Alira spots it first up on the fireplace mantle is a wand. Inside of a glass case.
Yes,
I think
Uncle.
Alira will
please.
just kind of nod in that direction, like trying to.
She
Point it out
deserved
to
it.
the
I'm
others.
telling you, Stentus, she deserved it. So,
already getting rid of the thieves' tools.
okay. You gonna try and steal it?
Yep.
Okay. With that investigation check, it is indeed locked. Roll your thieves' tools for me.
Swag.
24. Easily enough. As they're talking, you're listening to Larice just rant, going, "She should have listened to me. Had she listened to me, I wouldn't have had to spoon her eye out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know this."
Yep, I understand. Mm-hmm. He's just saying this. He's not even engaging anymore. He's like, mm-hmm. Yep, spooned her eye out, just like you said. Yep. Uh-huh. Sure. Sure. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And in the background, you got Baron sneaking up to the mantle and opening the glass case and pulling the wand out and just stuffing it down his shirt. it. And then quickly trying to get your attention by waving at you without interrupting the guy.
He looks over. Wow. Well, Luis, do you have those treats?
Yes, I do. Hold on. And he goes in and he pulls out what looks like chocolate-dipped eyeballs. Here you go. Taliesin will love these, Stentis. Give them to him. They're made from my worst enemies.
Of course. I will be sure to give my beloved firstborn this. He just stares at it for a moment. Delectable treat.
He pushes him into your hand. Tell him I said hi. And I hope to see him again soon. He has this crazed look in his eye. It's that subtle kind of crazy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like that low-key crazy.
Right. Well, I will. I'm certain that he will know sooner than you realize. But I hope you have a wonderful day here. And our friends have business to attend to with the prince.
Yes, Lord Sheriff, you could get me in to one of his grand parties.
I will ask.
Wonderful. You are amazing as always, Stentis. You are my favorite ever.
Cool.
I think you're my only one, too.
Yes.
But that doesn't matter.
Right. I definitely... Take care, brother.
Goodbye, Stentis.
And he just...
Keep that hair! And he taps to his head.
Yes, of course. And he
Your dad is
slowly-
going bald, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. He slowly walks back out and just shuts
Just
the
like
door.
back the fuck up and slowly close the door, and then look at the eyeballs, throw them in a bush.
Oh, he's not gonna throw him in a bush yet. He's gonna stare at them for a moment.
Baron's just gonna look at Talis and he's like, "You want to talk about it?"
He slowly turns to look at Farron. And you can't tell if he's glaring or if he's sulking. It's very hard to tell.
I'm going to take that as a no.
He starts walking back to the palace.
Are
Yeah,
you gonna hold
definitely
on to
no.
the eyeballs, or are you gonna get rid of them?
He's gonna hold on to him.
Aw.
It's still his uncle.
Yeah, but
He said
I
nice
was
things.
gonna have in runs in circles come by and grab them.
She's the one who wants to make the new person.
Maybe Glarior will like to eat the eyeballs.
Yes, that is why I'm saving them. But he does like stare at one of the eyeballs and like,
It's staring back at you.
is it actually covered in chocolate?
Yeah, the bottom part is covered in chocolate. The iris and the pupil are not.
Tiny does that thing where he like looks over your shoulder and is like, "Why are you still holding on to that?
Well,
Like
the only-
like too close."
first of all, personal space, buddy.
He looks at me.
Oh
I
yeah.
look at
right,
him.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
He looks at me. I look at him. They're watching you.
Well, I mean, it is the only thing I really have left of my bloody uncle. I didn't even know I had an uncle. I didn't remember that he was fucking mad. I just remembered that I had an uncle.
It's quite the keepsake.
Do you want to go back and take something else? Like we.
No, I really don't want to go talk to him again.
Oh.
Understandable.
Besides, we have everything that Prince asked for, so let's go back to the palace.
You head on back to the palace with a bunch of with like 9 chocolate-dipped eyeballs staring up at you.
9? Fuck. Oh,
So
no.
somewhere So somewhere, 4 people are missing all their eyes, and 1 person's missing an eye.
Not just
Oh,
one eye from
dear.
9 different people.
I mean, who's
Yeah,
to say? Who's
Or
to say,
1 eye from 9 different people.
Yeah, they just yanked them all from like different people.
They're all the left eyes.
What are these?
Or maybe just one person who had all those. They're from Hermes Moore as well.
They're one from each of the major races. Aww. That's thoughtful.
How sweet.
He's going to like take one of the actual sacks that he has. It's empty. Just put the eyeballs in there.
Lovely.
Quite the inventory we're putting together.
Definitely.
We really
You
are
guys
just
get-
making a person.
You guys get back to Skyrim. You get pulled over by some guards. They're gonna have a lot of questions.
Don't worry, it's in the bag of holding. It's fine.
Sir, why are you carrying around eyeballs and
What?
intestines?
Why is your hand in my bag, sir?
Brynjolf.
Renial, get your hands out of the bag.
Right. So we go back to the palace to go see Mr. Madman himself.
Okay, you head back in,
Yeah.
and he's sitting there leaning back on his throne. He looks at you. Ah, wonderful! Do you have what I asked for?
Yes, we have, as requested. He takes out the list in one hand. He's actually gonna snap his finger to make a mage hand hold it, and he just takes everything out of the bag of holding. Eyes of the raven, small intestines of the duke that you requested, Eridar cheese from Durnovan, a tooth from the crazy Lumithit. Both actually, because we didn't know if you wanted both, but we got both of them. A lock of Pelagius's hair and the wand of polymorph that you asked for.
Wonderful! Bring him here! Bring him here!
Let's go set him down.
He sets them down in front of Sheogorath and places the wand
Sheo-
neatly on top.
He takes all the pieces and he looks between the 2 teeth, holds them up, compares them, throws one away. This will make a lovely hat. And then he holds the wand of polymorph aside and stuffs it in his pocket. Thank you!
Eyes Charlie.
He hands it to Haskell, and Haskell takes it with a squish from the intestines. Go set this aside so I can make a hat for our esteemed guest tonight. Yes, sir. And walks away.
Your esteemed guest, who would that be?
Oh, my good old friend, my former self.
Oh.
Ah, you caught on. Most would not catch on to that one.
Well, it's, for anybody that's as well studied as we are, my lord, we recently came from Apocrypha, so we know about your 2 halves.
Ah, good, good. How about we have some fun while we wait for the dinner party? He claps his hands twice, and you guys feel yourself shift, and you land in chairs at a table.
Oh dear.
How about a nice game of fishy stick?
Sure.
Yeah, let's play.
Ooh, I like games. What is the rules?
Anyways, now let's begin. He doesn't explain the rules at fucking all.
Okay.
First
It's-
one to move gets the prize. I need everybody to roll Constitution saving throws as he sits still,
Oh,
completely still.
God, I hope we're rolling that one because it'd be really funny. Wait,
Would be funny for me.
Okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but I'm making it make sense. Because
Okay.
Talzin's getting really tired of all this shit that's happening so far, can I roll with disadvantage?
Yes. You can. It'll be funny. Gotta put this in his inventory. Okay.
I'll roll for
Roll disadvantage. Oh, Taliesin! Yeah, I need Caldrin and Glarier to roll too.
Wait, is this a con check or
Oh.
saving throw?
Con check.
Oh,
Actually, my bad.
Oh.
So let's go ahead and redo all that.
All right.
well, Glarier's fine. I will still roll disadvantage.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Okay, so. Oh. Oh! Okay.
We all die.
So, 2, 3. Ah! We have 3 winners! He pulls out the wand of polymorph, and he shoots 3 beams out, one at Caldrin, one at Thribby, and one at Farron. I need to roll 3d10s.
I'm so excited.
So it will be in order. So first one is Farron. Farron, you are a 10. You get turned into a dinner plate.
No!
I always knew I was a snack.
Caldrin rolled a 7. Caldrin gets turned into a fish stick, like the food.
Oh my gosh.
And Thribby, you get turned into a chicken. Not a big chicken, a normal sized chicken. That's round 1.
And he starts just like flopping in the
Correct.
area, and he's like, "I can fly."
You
Baron
can't
does
talk, you're
not-
just brocking. You're just.
Karen does not do anything because he is a plate.
Well, I'm sure the mad god
Round
hears me say, "I can
2.
fly."
Wait. Prince Sheogorath, what exactly is this game about?
Sit still and find out.
Are you making us the dinner?
No. But do you want to be the dinner or do you want to play?
I'll play. I just don't want to be the dinner.
Then play. So roll Constitution checks again. Everybody except the polymorphed people do not. Balson, you 6. Ooh, wait. I need to check that. Ooh! Alira is still doing good. Glarier didn't. Glarier needs to roll too.
Yes.
Okay. He points to you, Telson. Loser.
What?
And you get turned into a fish stick as well. Ting. Round 3, my lovely friends. So Illyra and Glarier need to roll again.
Here goes.
Ooh. Glarier. Whoa! Illyra, he points the wand to polymorph at you, and because he saw you twitch. Oh, come on, give me something other than those. I'm gonna roll it again. It's constantly rolling 7s and 5s. There we go, that's more like it. You get turned into a cow.
Yeah.
Move.
Glorious!
Now it's down to Sheogorath and Glarior. Roll Glarior again.
Just like glaring at him.
Yeah. Ah! I win! And he points the wand to polymorph at him. A 10. He's now a dinner plate as well.
Oh my god.
It's a shame because the other options were 1 mud crab, 2 daedrat, 3 cow, 4 sweet roll, 5 chicken, 6 house cat, 7 fish stick, 8 goat, 9 broom, 10 dinner plate.
Wait, who turned it? Who was the last one transformed?
Glarior.
Glarior, he's a dinner plate as well.
Dinner plate.
And you guys are all like that for an hour. And then you
Wow.
eventually turn back.
What?
That was a fun game. Do you want to go another round?
Yes.
Not particularly.
Tiny raises his hand. Yes. I
He
want to
leans
rematch.
to you, Taliesin, with kind of like a menacing grin. Are you not having fun, my friend?
No, I just want to discuss the fact that we did your task for you. And I
That you did!
wanna
And
make
now we're waiting for my guests to arrive.
How long do you think that's gonna take?
I'll play. I'll play.
Yeah,
And he just goes back to sitting still. Round one again.
oh no!
Son of a fuck.
Taliesin is too scared to get up.
He's just like, oh fuck. You pass Thribby.
Baron is inwardly chanting fuck, 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 fuck.
Galdrin. Galdrin is like, oh god. He twitches. Ooh, he gets turned into a broom.
Oh, I gotta.
You pass this time, Taliesin.
Oh, brother.
Baron, you get turned into... Oh! You get turned into a mud crab.
Bloody fuck, not again. Just the most annoyed looking mud crab you've ever seen.
Round two. The goal is to beat him. Glarior! Oh, natural 20, Alira. Glarior gets
The power
turned
of the
into a
1,000 yard
goat.
stare.
Glarior is turned into a goat.
Goat Eeyore
Glarior.
stares at fucking Sheogorath. Bleh.
Okay. Oh yeah, Caldron's already something.
He's already a fish.
Wow.
That was racist. Round three.
Yeah, it's Baron, obviously.
He's just laughing and having a grand old time. Anytime he sees somebody twitch, he polymorphs them. Ribby,
Wait.
you're doing good.
I have an idea, actually.
Lyra, you pass.
In this round, can I study Sheogorath real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
Insight check.
Insight check. Ah, fucking. That is not what I meant. Fucking window.
It's a, by the way, it's a modified wand of polymorph.
Of course.
Oh.
That was the. Oh, that was the insight check. Lovely. Thank you, Taliesin.
You managed to insight check him whilst being completely still, though.
Hmm.
You all pass. Round 4.
I'm assuming that's. I don't get anything from that.
No.
I'm gonna try again.
He is insane and hard to read. You! And he points at you, Tiny, when you do twitch a little bit.
God damn it.
7, you're a fish stick.
Oop.
Now you really play fishy stick. Learn from it.
So, when... Because I think Taliesin would start to figure out what the game is about with people twitching. He's gonna point at Sheogorath after he moves to turn Tiny into a fishy stick. And say, wait, you moved!
Ah, but I'm the one curating the game.
That-
Fuck!
So wait, does that mean you don't get turned into anything if you move?
Ah, why not? I'll join in. He points the wand at himself.
Yes!
And he gets turned into a fish stick.
That's so...
That's so poetic.
Okay, as that happens, Taliesin quickly takes the fucking wand.
Well, you have it for the next hour.
What
Okay.
oblivion is this place?
Okay, and he's just gonna
Um.
quickly slap everyone. That's a turned polymorph.
Slap, slap, leave Sheogorath.
Yeah.
Oh, that might piss him off.
Okay. So, we just have to sit here and wait for fucking Jiggalag to get here?
Ugh.
I'm assuming the other two that I slapped, like, popped out.
Yeah. Okay, 1, he gets here before the polymorph is up. 2, he gets here after the polymorph is up. Uh-oh. After like an hour, he pops back out of it. I'd give that wand back, boy.
Oh, I'm just holding it for you, no worries. He's like sweating. He gives it back.
Oh, God.
It's part of the game.
And as he goes, next round, Jiggalag enters. Leave the mortals alone.
Ah, that voice of bloody reason.
I do apologize. My replacement sometimes gets a little ahead of himself.
You must be Jiggalag.
I am. And I know what's going on.
Oh, good. Less explaining then.
Can sense the disorder on Tamriel.
Right. Well, we did a task for, your other half. Do you have a task that you want completed as well, Prince Jiggalag?
No.
Thank the gods.
Just bring order back to Tamriel.
Yes, sir.
That is the plan, yes.
Could really
He
coax
looks
some
to
order right now.
Sheogorath, and you are going to help. I had intentions of helping, I just wanted to have some fun. And he looks back to you guys. More fishy stick?
We're good. We're good.
He just gives a very pleading look to Jiggalag.
They don't need any more fishy stick, they need rest. You forget how quickly mortals break. Ah, fine, go rest. You have rooms upstairs and to the right. Rest. Jiggalag, my friend, I have a hat for you. Come with me.
Taliesin quickly gets up and starts moving.
Yep.
Like,
Just booking it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye. Oh fuck.
I guess hearing everyone leave, Tiny looks around and is like, oh, okay, and then he like gets up and like runs after everybody.
He forgets that fishy stick is over.
Well, he said play again, so Tiny was like, yes, I'm gonna win this game. He's like, I can do this.
I love Tiny so much.
You guys all get time to yourself. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'll never lose my virginity because I never lose.
oh, that's Sheogorath in a nutshell. Anyway, is there like a place to actually wash yourself in the rooms that he gave us?
Yes.
Okay,
And you guys are
Taliesin's-
covered in blood and ugh.
Taliesin's definitely gonna go there and just like be there.
I feel so bad for Alira. She's
I think
like,
she's
help
just
me.
She doesn't deserve any
laying
of
on
this.
the bed, staring straight at the ceiling, just like dead inside.
Is it one room for all of us, or do we each have our own separate rooms?
You guys can all have your own room. The place is quite large.
Okay.
Is this a sanity check place?
Yes,
Should
definitely.
I
Definitely.
Do I have
I mean,
sanity
you're
from
in the
having
realm
fun?
of the mad god. This is a sanity check place if there ever was one.
Tiny have to,
Uh.
because he was having fun.
If you had fun, no. But if you guys, in your character, were going, what the fuck? Yes.
I will roll yet another sanity check.
It's a whiz save, right?
Yes, wisdom save.
Okay.
You're fine, Taliesin. You kind of like jaded to this bullshit by this point. You're fine, Alira.
Let's go!
Sanity point for Farron. At least it wasn't a natural one. Wait, no, it was. You
No,
get
it
two
was, yeah.
sanity points. You
Oh,
get
hell
two.
Yes. Going up there, baby.
What are you sitting at now?
I have 3.
Okay. Nobody's hit a break yet. Okay. You now
I think,
have time to yourself.
when Taliesin is finished cleaning himself up, he probably goes to find Farron.
Yeah, Farron is just in his room, not in a great mood.
Yeah. That was a time.
Come in.
That was a time.
Taliesin enters. Hey.
Hell. Hello.
And closes the door behind him. I think I understand why your relative drank his way through his prophecy.
Well, yeah. I imagine Mr. Feldrin had to deal with the House of Troubles in his own ways, so I guess I'm just following the example.
I can now see why you call it the House of Troubles. Joy.
No kidding.
You alright?
Yes, just, that was a lot to happen in a single bloody day.
Yeah. Like, when he's talking to you, you can still see that he's kind of looking very dead inside. Like, he usually, every time you see him, he's either, like, giving you a snarky, like, smirk or something, like, charming, but now he doesn't look like himself.
Mm.
He looks more to akin of what you saw in the Necromancer's Moon.
Well, how about you? I imagine you've been better, but that
Well,
offer to talk is still open if you want to.
He reaches into the bag of holding to pull out his Colovian brandy that he still has. He hasn't finished yet. He takes like a big sip from it. Yeah, if you're willing. It's not pretty. I'm gonna show you that.
I imagine, but that's alright. Getting used to it at this point.
Right, well. He sits on the... You're like sitting on the bed, right?
Yep.
He sits next to you. He hands you the bottle. Looks down at his boots. Well... I didn't really know my uncle very much. My dad told me stories about him. And I could see why he exaggerated a bit. Or at least tried to not play it off that he was a distant relative that we didn't talk to much anymore. Now to know that he's bloody well here, well...
Yeah, I can see why they wouldn't want to talk about him.
I'm starting to wonder if there is a bit of, not madness, but Daedric affinity that runs in the family. He's Sheogorath. I'm nocturnal. It was my fucking father, Mafala, fucking lying in my face when I was younger, saying, "Oh, even though you're a bastard, you're still my firstborn. You'll have the heir to, you'll be the heir to Coral and all that." No. He wants me dead.
That's extremely unfortunate.
It's making me wonder if my youth was a lie a bit. But what can you do, right? Doesn't compare to the hardships as you went through, I'm sure.
I don't really like to compare, and it is what it is. We all have our burdens, as one had once said.
And we are sworn to carry them.
Indeed. Even if we'd rather not, but here we are.
He cracks a very small grin. For all the terrible shite that we've been through the last couple months, Manamarco, all his God's awful carnage that he'll probably reap, this is a definite change of pace. I could see why Larice went mad in the first place.
Yep. Definitely, it's a very fair reaction to all the crazy stuff that goes on our little plane of existence.
Makes you wonder. Oh, I'd imagine that there's a sense to all this. There has to be. But I do know this. Despite all the shit that we have been through in such a short amount of time, I've still enjoyed being around most of you.
That's true. You are a rather entertaining lot.
Yeah. I think Ronnie would have liked you.
Aw.
You guys a much a softer face this time. It's much more. I would say it's it would be like just very calming, very warm.
Well.
She liked playing games. Funny enough, before all that happened, with rude, very awkward meeting where I called her a stupid cat and then she attacked me during a sparring match. Yes, it was a very it was an interesting dynamic, Ronnie and I, but she was as brilliant as well, I'd say Joan and Jode, but she'd always chastise me for that. But in her games that she played, she always liked to bet on small things that didn't really mean anything, but they had like a sentimental value to it, right?
I see.
For example, we tried to. Well, we were on patrol one night. She picked up, funny enough, a tooth from a drunkard that had lost it after meeting his face to the lovely curb. And she wanted to play a game and betting that. And you can imagine several years younger me looking at her with the craziest look, right? And I said, "Why are you betting a tooth?" And she just said, "Because it's odd, like you." I didn't understand a bloody thing that woman said, but for some reason every moment that I spent with her was sincere.
Sounds wonderful.
It was. It was. And he falls back on the bed, just tired.
Yeah, Farron's gonna stretch and just like lean back himself. Bloody exhausting.
I think I get a little bit at what Sheogorath was doing, though.
What, the fishy stick thing?
No, I don't understand a bloody thing about that fucking game. I think he's just being a prick.
Yeah.
But no,
That's really...
it's not the fishy sticks, it was the treasure hunt. Sure, it was to build this grotesque fucking hat, but all those things that we collected don't really have any value aside from maybe alchemical regions, I suppose. Not much sure you could do with the fucking rotten tooth. But they hold some sentimental value in their own way to Sheogorath, and in his own twisted ideology, he fastened a gift for his other half, Jigalag. So, I get it. I understand his twisted sense of need.
Damn. Kind of adorable when you put it like that, in a messed up sort of way.
Yes. That's what struck me. Do I think that Ronnie was a Sheogorath worshipper? No, not at all. Matter of fact, she despised most of the Daedra, as most of the candidates did back in the academy. But she liked to make stupid games and stupid prizes and have these sentimental things that mean something, not because of the actual item themselves, but because of the event, the day, the actual thing that it represents. A sort of like a knick-knack, but also an oddity, if that makes sense. So, for example, think of Glarior, right? I made a commitment to him to give him my tooth if I was not able to hold on to his talisman, and I wasn't. He took it back himself. And that talisman was supposed to represent something to him, but to everyone else it's literally just a tooth. It is bone pulled from an animal.
The talisman, how did you lose it?
Glarior gave it to me on my birthday. He came to me in the middle of the night. And he stalked over me like he usually does and said, "Keep this close to your heart so it can protect you." Well, certainly not protecting me more, and with the ire that I must have gained from him, I'm pretty sure would rather stab through than protect anything at that point. Though it seems that the dynamic is shifting back to what it once was, or what it should be at least. Amicable.
Well, that's good at least.
guess. These things mean something to people. The events commemorate what they were for. And, as I said, Sheogorath has a point to it all. So I guess I can at least understand a hint of his madness. By oblivion, it's fucking exhausting.
And no kidding.
I don't understand why you'd want to be a Daedric prince.
After one day of this nonsense, I don't know how people stomach entire existences.
You've always had a negative disposition to that, so...
Nothing wrong with enjoying a bit of normalcy every once in a while. God knows we don't get it enough around here.
I don't think we're gonna be normal until Madame Marco's dead, Farron. And even then, that's a
I
stretch.
know.
But lucky for you, I just so happen to not like normal. And he just, like, brain, Jesus Christ. He brushes your cheek.
That's good to hear. Lean then ooh woo.
Please. I mean, ever since I was youthful, I'm pretty much not called normal anyway, so may as well embrace it while I'm older now, right?
I guess so.
Easy when you're scorned by everyone, just for existing.
You do get a knock on the door.
Hmm? Who is it?
Haskell, I have a note for you.
Karen will get up. And just open the door.
And he holds out a note.
Karen will take it.
Lord Sheogorath had a moment of lucidity and had this for you.
I don't know who's capable of those.
Occasionally, because he was once mortal.
Yeah, he's gonna take the note and look it over.
All it says on it is, don't underestimate Manamarco. Ever. And it's written in nice handwriting.
Thank you, Mr. Haskell.
No
give my-
problem.
Regards to your master, I suppose?
I suggest you heed her warning. He turns and leaves. And it's the specifically noting her that it wasn't Sheogorath that said it. It's who Sheogorath was before.
What was that? It sounds like
note
looking
from-
bed.
He hesitates, saying from Sheogorath. He's just like, a note from the master. Just gonna hand it to him.
He looks it over and reads it and nods. Well, whoever the master is, I'm assuming it's Sheogorath, considering I heard Haskell's voice.
I assume.
Well, it's good to know that the prince is these moments, I suppose. But we are way ahead of him. I don't think we are in our right minds going to ever underestimate that bastard of a prince.
Wasn't planning on it.
Nope. Not at all. He slowly starts to get up from the bed. Would you like me to stay, or would you like me to go?
Brandon's gonna roll the back of his head. I suppose it wouldn't hurt if you wanted to stick around.
You know, sometimes you can just be a bit more direct, Farron. And he makes sure that the door... Does it have a lock on it, or is it just like an open door?
Yeah, it does have a lock.
Okay, he will lock the door.
Kind of matter here.
Gonna bone on another Daedric prince's divine body.
Goddamn right. He doesn't care anymore.
We must commit to the bit.
Yeah, may as well. Better in the Mad
Yeah.
God's realm than the fucking Daedric Prince of Light.
Mm-hmm. Do I need to post that gif of White Pearl again?
No. If you want to switch to Tiny's and Alira's scene.
Yeah,
We're doing a thing.
We do. We obviously will, because I don't do that stuff in my games. Tiny, Alira, what are you two up to?
We're trying to find bone flower.
Oh no!
Alira suggested we ask Haskell, so I think after Tiny steps outside, he'll do a quick look, and if he doesn't see him, he'll be like, kind of just says in the air, Haskell, because it worked once before.
He is right behind you, having just left Farron and Talson's room.
Oh,
Yes.
hi. Silly question. Do you know where we can get bone flour, like for Bosmer? Looks to Alira, right? Bosmer
It's
dishes,
like
right?
a-
That's what's...
Bosmer ingredient.
You
from
can
what I've heard.
find that in the kitchens.
Oh,
In
perfect.
the pantry next to the dried intestine.
Oh, thanks to the.
He just looks to Alira and gives thumbs up. He's like, "Hey, look, we did it! Did it? Barely have to go anywhere."
Oh wait. Wonderful. If there's anything else, I do have a message. Well, your friends are currently having extracurricular activities in the other room.
He looks to Alira and is like, "What extra? Who's studying here? Extracurricular? Extracurricular?"
I guess.
Tiny would not call it that. He would just say they're boning. So it's like, it sounds so
Yeah.
weird to hear it.
Bone? Yeah.
It's let's just leave them to their business.
Okay.
The message is from the Lord in his rare lucid moments when his original personality makes an appearance. Do not underestimate Manamarco in any respect. Ever. After all, she was the one to kill him. Well, his mortal body.
I think her face grows serious and her eyebrows furrow, remembering what she read about Leonette.
Mm-hmm.
She'll nod solemnly. I'll
Have a
take that to
lovely
heart.
day. If you need the bone flour, either I can get it for you, or you can find it in the larder.
Alira, how much do we need?
She'll rummage through her bags and pull out an empty sack. We could fill this, I suppose.
I can do that for you. Thank you for entertaining Lord Sheogorath. And he does take the sack and he goes downstairs.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Glad we
Uh,
don't need to venture out more for that.
Oh, okay. And he just has this look where he's like, well, adventuring's not, or he's like, well, task was done. He's like, well, did you want to see if there's any other spices or things in town? Or, like, maybe we could see if there's normal sweet rose? Or do you think it's not a good idea?
Is his
It's
face like,
probably
you
not
know?
not a good idea. It's probably not.
Okay. I think she'll just like kind of shoulders back a bit, like, I think we should try to take the winds where we have them in this world.
Oh, okay.
A lot of crazy going on out there, let's put it that way, from what we've seen.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you seem to be having a kind of harder time with this place than I am. Is there anything I can do to help? Like, I don't know. I mean, you said it. You had that, like, you're looking for something, but it's not in front of you kind of face. So do you need help with anything, or do you just need to sleep?
I feel like she'll probably just go plop down in the chair that she was sitting in before. Just be like, Tiny, do you ever miss Skyrim?
He goes back, and then he does the same thing where he sits on the floor, so he's like eye level with her. Yeah, I miss simpler things where I could go out with the companions and just stop a bunch of bandits or hunt a mammoth, or then just drink and party. But I mean, we've kind of have to get home first, right? That give yourself a goal.
I never thought that I'd miss even the bitter cold winds there, or that stinky cheese, which I forgot existed before this day. But being in Oblivion puts it all in perspective, I guess.
That's true. I mean, there's I mean, it's kind of like where we fell into a hole, or if we fell down a cave, and we can either just sit here or we can keep moving. But if we need to take a break, that is also an option, as long as we just don't give up, right?
That's right.
So
Take the rest that we can.
yeah, I mean, if you need time, then just say so. I mean, we have been sprinting from realm to realm, and while this might not be the I don't know what the word is, favorite place for you, I mean, we're not actively running from Daedra. If you need time, I'm sure everyone else will be fine with it.
Yeah. But when we get back to Tamriel, she puts a little emphasis on when, like, you know, she's trying to convince herself of that too.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to get back to Whiterun.
Yep.
To turn in those axe pieces, right?
Yes. Yep.
Maybe if we get there, I might be interested in swinging by Solitude. If there isn't any super pressing danger or whatever has prophesied deal with nowadays.
Oh, I think I think that's kind of on our timetable, right? Like once we get back. I mean, most things are on our timetable, or is that the word? Timetable. Most things are on our day, right? Like we can sleep a day, we can sleep all day. I mean, it's just a thing to do. I mean, so if we also hit Skyrim, I'm fine with it. I'm just, as long as everyone else is together, I mean, that's kind of doesn't matter what else happens at that point. I mean, we all have to help each other.
It feels a bit like we're at the whim of Marco versus our own.
Mm,
I just
yes,
can't.
but not now. And he just gives a smile. He's like, can't touch us here.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
I just can't let go of my grandfather's death. I just wonder if there's any answers there. Anything that Fennec left, or anything I can learn from seeing his shop once more, if it's still there. Who knows what he did.
Tiny has this face where like he's actively trying to figure it. His two brain cells are like on fire trying to think of words. He's just like, I mean, it's a building, right? Like, I mean, there won't be any reason to tear it down. So, did someone else own the building after your grandfather?
It's his own. I guess my parents probably.
Oh,
My dad must have inherited it.
Then there you go. Then we can just go back and then ask your dad if we can go see the building, right?
They weren't exactly in the best of. What's the word? English is hard.
English
They didn't
is
have the best relationship.
Why?
But
Someone who bakes food is loved by everybody. What's the problem?
Not my parents.
Well, did they just not like his food?
No, they just.
And what's the problem?
They just felt that it wasn't important.
What's not important?
Anything that isn't related to Zenithar.
Well, there's. He tries to think of. I mean, important is different to each person, right? But just because two people don't have the same important thing doesn't mean they don't want the same thing to happen. Like, Clarier wanted to go see Moro first, and Towson wanted to see Nocturnal first, but it didn't happen. It just we saw them both eventually, so as long as it still happened, right? So is it not like that? With your family, with your parents and your grandpa?
That simple.
I'm sorry. It's not my family didn't there was no grandparents when I was growing up. I just had my parents, so I don't understand this. I did hear stories from my friends, or I guess cousins or distant cousins, but I don't understand the spot you're in.
It's okay. It just, if we do end up in solitude, I would prefer to try not to talk to them. If I could.
You want me to punch them?
No.
Are we breaking into the shop, to the house, and stealing things? We can do that. Farron's very quick.
It may come to that.
What if we just steal like their most shiny thing, and then they never know where it is?
She'll look down to the spell book. Might have already done something like that, but
Wow, really?
let's
Ooh.
just say I would prefer not to see them.
That's
if I
fine.
could. But I do maybe don't punch them. They are getting a bit up in age. I don't wish death on them. They're still my parents.
I mean, I
after
can
all.
punch them in the arm or like trip them. I don't need to go for the face or the chest.
You know, it does remind me.
Mhm.
I think it was DeVave said that our mothers knew each other. Wait, that's like okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember where we heard.
No,
that.
it
Was
wasn't
that
the Faith. It was Fennec, right? DM.
Yes, it was Gerard that said that.
It was Gerard. Someone said that our mothers knew each other.
Yeah, I was totally surprised because I forget like 90% of the people that my parents introduced me to. So if I met you before this and I forgot, I'm sorry.
That's alright. Just a bit curious why you would bring that up. Especially knowing that he's Fennec now.
He just shrugs like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe he thought it would mess with us, but I don't see a problem with that. Do you?
Particular, but just curious. Are your parents still alive? Do they hail from somewhere in Skyrim?
They are both still alive. DM, I forgot where Derby's parents live.
Let me pull it up here. I don't think you put it in your thing, so you could just come up with it.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
I'm from Rorikstead.
Surprise,
Oh, yeah,
your cousin was the guy that killed. No.
Look here.
Wasn't there that day where I just picked a spot on the map and said like that's where Tiny's from?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it noted down unless you noted it down.
I didn't. It was I don't remember.
The glory of improv. Make it up.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess yeah, they're probably in Skyrim. I mean, my dad used to be a merchant, so he used to travel from town to town, but probably went back that way.
Well, if we don't talk to my mom and get any answers, I suppose your parents could be an option.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure they'll be happy to help. And then I guess if my mom knows your mom, she would probably also like to talk to you. She'd probably just be like, "Oh, how's your mom? How's this?" And then I'm probably gonna just zone out in like 5 minutes. Sorry, it happens. There's this thing where like I've seen my mom talk to her friends, and I like zone out, and next thing I know, it's a few hours later. It just happens. I don't know how they do it. I swear they're like wizards, and they cast a spell on me, so I don't pay attention.
She'll just laugh. Like, it's okay, I understand. I've probably done a similar thing at several of the Zenithar folk parties.
But yeah, I mean, I think it would be nice to see my parents. I mean, I used to send them letters when I knew I was going to be gone for a while, but I haven't done that in a while just because I got distracted.
Been a bit preoccupied.
Yeah, I mean, but even before I met up with you guys, I don't know, maybe a year. I forget. It feels like it might have been a while. But they're nice people.
Well, that's good to hear. It feels like we're getting closer.
Yeah, and then so with the new help we have, what is our number at? 5?
Yeah, I believe so.
So we're like past the halfway point. Almost home.
And we still have to talk to Azura.
You're at 6.
Oh,
Oh.
dang, we're almost there.
Sheogorath and Jiggalag count as 2, so that's why.
Yep, 6, and
Oh.
we have yet to talk to Azura.
Yeah, and so
Trying
he's
not to.
And keep in mind, like, 8 is, like, the ideal number, but you could have gone as low as 1 and probably failed. Or as high as all of them to succeed.
Tiny was told 8. That's what he's sticking with.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, my one job was to do this. It's like, okay, this is the job. He doesn't do well with improv. But yeah, I mean, so sooner than later. Is there a recipe you're thinking of that, like, when we get the chance, you want to make, or like what is that word? Comfort food?
Soul food.
That good Bretonic soul food,
Mm.
famed in Tamriel.
Oh, yeah. I do believe it's called gumbo.
Tiny's like, yeah, as long as it's not that, as long as it doesn't have that, like, spice that, like, I'm not great with spice and, like, throwback. Like, whenever Kai gave me spicy food, it would always burn my mouth, or I would just, like, cry and sniffle. Don't like spicy food, but little bit I can kind of do.
Well, you don't need to worry about that. I'm also very bad with spice.
Yes. Or, I mean,
maybe
not
just-
yes, that, but, like, we don't need to worry about that.
Good hearty stew, just with
Mm,
with beef. Nothing more.
what kind
no,
of beef?
No weird things. From a
Favorite kind of
cow. Just
Cow?
a regular cow.
Mm. What about mammoth?
I've never tried it before.
What? How have you never had mammoth meat?
It's not really something my parents would get.
Okay, what about tiger meat then?
Tiger.
No, what?
She's just shaking her head.
Okay, what
profusely now.
about
Be
a
the
wolf
Tiger
meat?
King.
Like
What
wolf,
about
yes?
horker meat?
or horker? Maybe? Huh? Yeah? No.
You've never had to eat like 15 dragonflies, Nirnroot.
Alera, I'm gonna have to go
Mushrooms.
out and kill a lot of things for you just so you can try and kill and cook with these things.
Everyone, this is slowly becoming dungeon meshy with how many people are eating shit.
Yeah, let's go.
Heidi
my
likes
God.
food and she can cook. Like, come on, he's trying.
Fucking Alira is Senshi over here, and meanwhile Tiny is Laios.
Let's go.
He's just like, yeah, like, when, I mean, I guess I've probably eaten, only Glaire's probably eaten worse things than me. But, like, when you're out hunting and you're just in the forest, sometimes it's like, I don't want to make it all the way back. I'm just gonna go find something and kill it. And then everyone tries new things. Mammoth meat is really good. When we're in Skyrim, I'm sure we can easily take down a mammoth. And then we'll have food for days. Literally.
I think her face is just like one of curiousness, but then kind of she starts laughing. It's like, okay, yeah, we'll have to do that sometime when we get back to Tamriel.
Yeah. And Tiny just has a smile on his face. He's like, I did it. People are gonna try mammoth meat.
Yeah, I feel
Sounds
like
like a
she's
threat.
probably laughing and smiling too, just kind of thinking about getting back to Tamriel. It feels a bit more real now.
Do
that
you
they're a
think
bit closer?
everyone else would want to have mammoth meat, or we would have to trick them and then just say it's not and just put it in the stew?
Well, there's a first time for everything. I never thought I would see an Imperial eat a piece of raw rabbit.
That was pretty funny. I've had raw rabbit. I just didn't want to say anything.
I think they can handle it.
Yeah, he's fine. He's still walking. He would have thrown up if it was that bad for him.
Oh no, he's gonna get listeria later on.
Tiny don't know what that word means.
Roll for listeria.
No. I refuse. I don't wanna.
You refuse me.
Nope. Too big a word. But
I
yeah,
think Alera will just pull out her recipe book and kind of just take notes on like how you describe the different meats, just for future reference.
Yeah, so Tiny's just gonna try to describe as many as he can, thinking and then just going back and forth with her of like what has he tried and what hasn't he, and what he remembers of any questions she might ask about him.
Touch of recipe planning. We're gonna be so sad when we get to Tamriel.
Yeah, and
Yep.
all those spices you have, it's gonna come out great.
Except for
this-
pepper, apparently.
We
Yeah,
can get more
fine.
pepper.
Yeah, Taliesin cleared out his own sinuses with that. You gave it to Durbin, and and this carries on into the night, both boning and talking about meat bones.
Boning and talking about bone
Meat and bone,
flour.
yes.
It's a bony sort of night.
Yeah.
You guys all get a long rest.
Ooh.
You will have to roll for the next morning for sanity because you are in the realm of madness. It's
This is
it's
further-
the sort of night where you are either getting boned or finding bone.
You know, I'm sure that's true with Glarier and Keldrin also, so it works all the way around.
Yeah. They're boning too. We'll have them bone too. Sure, why not? I think we summoned him. I just saw him come online.
That's
He's like, what you
really
talking about
funny.
Glarier for?
Yeah.
Just
So you guys, yeah, I said we mentioned Glarior and Caldron boning, and I just see his name go peep, pop online. Heard you talking shit. Don't forget to long rest, Glarior.
oh, true.
A rest, quote unquote.
Yay, I'm back at 0 sanity.
You need to roll for sanity.
I thought you said because Tiny had fun, he didn't need to roll for sanity.
Okay, yeah, right.
Would the boners get? would they get?
Which
advantage on
boners?
the-
We have people trying to find bone flour, and then we have two couples.
You know
two sets of
what I
couples boning.
mean. Do we get advantage on the wisdom save? Because it's not as bad now.
Because you
Wow.
messing with Dick? Sure.
It's
Hell
a
yeah.
distraction.
It
It's a
is.
distraction.
How much bone flour did we end up getting when Haskell
You
finally
got
came
about
back?
5 pounds.
They both rolled 19. Amazing.
Even the game is coming up with
You three
gayness.
do just fine.
Yippee! 1 sanity down.
Damn, I was hoping I could stack them.
I guess wisdom save for him. Advantage. He's boning.
Boning.
And he's down to 0. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Although, to be fair, I don't think Glarier would really make sense for him to roll for the Mad God realm, because literally fucking Apocrypha,
Yeah, well, you never know. To each their own, right?
I guess. That's just me. Whatever. Cool.
Okay. And with that, you guys can set off with 2 more gods under your belt.
I know Nox isn't here yet, but at one point, I guess after either late night or early morning, Tiny would knock on his door.
Okay.
So, I mean, take care of this either before or after he gets here. Up to you.
I don't know when he's going to be in or if he's going to even feel like it tonight because he hasn't responded to my message.
He's also doing, he's doing Tech Week, so it's a big probably no. Because I've
Mhm.
done
Okay.
Tech Week for plays, and it drains you. So,
Yeah.
Never mind, another day then.
Yeah. So, guys all gather together just outside New Sheo. Glarior holds up the amulet if you want to go ahead and roll it. Shade?
Sure. There is something Taliesin wanted to do, but we can handle it after the game's over.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is it on a sheet? Inventory. Amulet. Do I click other formula?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we going?
Oh!
Yeah, we get to Moonshadow. Let's go, baby.
Yeah! Time to go to Moonshadow, baby!
Oh boy, friends gonna love that.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
The femboy boyfriend gets his fucking wish.
Yay. You guys hold it up. And
Like
you watch
meeting
as
your
the
mom's
golden
disappointed
line
in your love
traces
choices.
out.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk your way into Moonshadow. Place of pink and purple skies. Beautiful trees and waterfalls. Almost too pretty to even be real.
Ooh.
A city of silver in the distance.
So this is what it looks like.
Oh,
It
wow.
is absolutely gorgeous.
This is where my ancestors ended up.
Oh, looks like a nice place to end up, I must admit.
And where I will end up with any luck.
Pat's Farron on the shoulder. I don't think you need luck for that.
Thanks.
Where
Yeah, alright. I guess we should get this over with.
Oh, go on, you're the one wielding her weapon. Call to her.
He's gonna take out the moonlight blade. Hold it in his hand.
He's like, a what now? I'm supposed to be able to do that?
Gonna hold it up to the sky and see how it shimmers.
It shimmers beautifully in its home realm.
Incredible.
Nothing happens, so you're like, by the power of Grayskull! Wait, why isn't this working?
Farron, I think you might want to actually call her name out.
He's gonna nod. My lady, can you hear me? It is your humble servant.
1 minute goes by. 2 minutes.
Hmm.
You're like,
Should have guessed it wouldn't be this easy.
You're like, why isn't this working?
I mean, he kind of figured it wouldn't. He's just.
And then after a minute, what brings you to my realm? From behind you.
He's gonna turn around. Oh, yes. I've come as your servant, willing to do whatever it takes to receive your boon in our task.
Very well. Follow me.
Gonna
She
bow.
snaps
Oh,
her
yeah.
fingers, and you guys are lurched forward toward the Silver City. And as you appear in it, you see both living and dead living in this city. This is where we'll pick up next time.
Yippee, yay, woo!
Woo!
All my ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Sayasu.
All my gangers, AC.
Welcome
Well,
to Moonshadow.
hell yeah. Can't wait to get to that next week. It'll be fun. Curious what Azura's actually gonna have in store. I've been very, very anxious about it. It's like, What are we gonna have to do here, actually?
Baron is definitely very anxious.
But to those who are watching, thank you for watching. To those who are in the VOD later on, thank you for watching. We will see you guys next Wednesday, and the VOD will be up within the day. Also, because I forgot to mention it, please don't mute the sound. I very much appreciate it.
Yes, we do appreciate it. I know there's some like licensed music in there. We're not making money off of this. We don't want to make money off of this. We're just doing this and streaming this for our own enjoyment and fun. That's
Correct.
all this is.
So, would very much appreciate it, Twitch, if you don't mute it. I know YouTube doesn't care. But thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye-bye.